Yeni Unity Radio and Kabomu ye.
Again, I remember the words Nana Akufo-Addo used for President Mills. So, Dr. The Vice President now should also stop using that. Now, President Akufo-Addo told President Mills, if the economy is broke, fix it. So, Dr. Bawumia, the Vice President, if NDC has collapsed the economy, fix it.
You are telling Dr. Bawumia?
Yes, we are using our own words.
You should fix it.
Yes, what we said to NDC. Nana said it. The president now said it. If the economy is broke, fix it. Fix it. They say, yeah, own words, we are chewing it. Ghana for Tuaba Maya because him say NDC for collapse the economy. So no theories anymore. They've given you the power. We don't want to hear that.
Bravo ne kan yo say ensem Paulo mo na fra na ku upe ensem aku twiko bata atie dia ene unua tie Unity Radio WORCESTER United States of America.
A means of identification, we will end up disenfranchising most of the people. It's a figure. And so for us,
you end up with what? You end up with what?
This franchise.
It's a franchise. Honorable members, order. Franchise. Honorable members, order. It's a franchise. Order.
We know this
I don't take madness. I don't take so far, man.
Ana da ho no empanfo se enipa da sane hu donti ana boa kama di na chi kwa beso na nyansanfuo se yensem pa na apese wutie dia ene ya WORCESTER bonte so ha onua ya sanse Unity Radio ho na nsem no hwegu
se what in America pen na onim se ne yankofo si sam wo monim asan wo manyiska a momodi party din yekoka yesi yenka ene wo say party wo mo a wo jinkofo nsase with power wo na say party America Mecca because every citizen of this country has right to live and breathe. So you cannot use your power to take people's properties from them. Now soldier for any police for you can't why you don't investigate because the man has power. What power? When you mean the work to me. Every politician in this country, your power is temporal. Who you saw no what can ye? Who you saw power no as is so near. Now me approach you for crying mobile. Who shall say see brepa?
Yes. Ane ye kanya yemwa se pimpim de he ase kire sen mumusu da ya eheni tirim mumu tirim asem Unity Radio nkwa na enim Unity Radio ya jiba bia boso.
It's competent, also do it. It will be applied to the deciding to never be. Who follow him? And I said, on there, and away and not, and away and continue, and away you pay. What kind of stupidity is this? Why? I'm sorry, they applied themselves with knowledge, and they don't have it. Me, I'm a cat, some way and come there. A stupid statement all of them are making. Say, way and not, I am man.
Ghana way yedin sem panam en kabomu ye enunti ubetie Unity Radio eyen kabomu nko a
Wow, talk to us. My son, nobody say my was so and I'm fit one about that.
Oh, talk to me. Oh, talk to me. I said, man, I'm talking. So, I'm be man.
Ma'am, eba na say.
Me quarter letting so.
Blay toilet bi anu krom ha say ana me se me kwa toilet me dura na Blay su ne ba bia me koto pa ho no so ba kan wona ye adan sa toilet de bia ene me ma koto so na ba ma su ni mo toilet krom pa say krokaka kan nyina toilet ene afan ya wo ho yi ma ne me nyina ne toilet ba ko so me koto ya na so ba koto me nchen adan nchen na ya sa e ta me ne ko sa toilet ko no
the agent say me ko toilet so afo so de me e ba sa me so me nya dai o se me so tranchen na me so me ne na mo ko tonje ono nu afusi adam ma ba toilet so me so me dai me ba so toilet se ba ko pe mi nyina mi ni ngum ho mi ti ni ngum sa o ko to so ba no esinchen so ko te sa brim tua so ani
na se eduru bebe e me ma no mo hyeda e na mo hu se ma na ekwa na mo koso bi ana
dabi ebu ha o enza toilet se toilet bi careful du bu careful na o ba ni so na to o so toilet de o ntimi ni ngum ho na o se de o ko du bie
obi a toilet de wo de na wa de koso na se toilet ne do
toilet de me ko akọ ne ya o ya careful toilet de ye si bia ye bu de careful ni atare ntensi ndu bu careful na o ba ni sisi we
na se mo kre ma ne ha bo
e ma ne ha ye what is your toilet so ye ba ko pe e fa ni nkwankwa ne o ba ko no obe si so no me si so what is ndi toilet de enwum nkwa de enyina enwum nya ni abom ko mi se besie aba na ntima besi bia ma enwum man ni sa
Yatin Kensen, Osumpaye in a Juma, Yanya Tiesi Comedy, Babie, Unity Radio.
Kwasi Nyantechi banned for life for FIFA. Former boss of Ghana Football Association, GFA, Kwasi Nyantechi have banned for life by the World Football Governing Body FIFA. A statement from FIFA said Mr. Nyantechi has been banned for all football activities. Our own brother Kwasi Nyantechi asamna ban ya enyame de krat me can be, but we have to see it's on nam no be a football park wa on katana ni no ntwam okopembo amfo bia ho according to FIFA laws. Owuze nkofo bocha skela wontwam adie bia activities of game Kwasi Nyantechi ni so ofa ho enso to ball man ba to ball against Mra ense ne ba eke football asem no tie enso against Mra adie bia ball enti se de mo si kire kra sebe ne be ma ase no ade na ebobo ho mienu eno se fe ball o dwale amount oche onhoromfa side and side oso ball no mo against FIFA Mra because eno so your ball Kwasi shawodin ne wiase ebetimi atu obi a ti ato wa Kwasi shawodin ba de ham no wankata ball egu ase so on touch na ham Kwasi enya pe ehuhura ebejo Kwasi don't worry, okay?
Who say man no day? Man day ankasa. Unity Radio. Yabani yaba. Ba yawa.
Look here, my friend. Our problem is our leaders. You remember our great-great-grandmother? Yeah, Santwa. Did she depend on World Bank? Did she depend on Abrofo? She didn't. Right? And you change. Oduman Kuma Tradion Pong. Woso. Tutu Tata. You know, Baba Bibi Baba. You don't stand up for your rights. Democracy means if you do not criticize your condition, you understand, you're a traitor to the nation. Go see the council. Go and see the people they got there. Dr. Kwame Naminimshi, he's there. Professor Dr. Mwasam Kwana Mishai, he's there. Dr. Professor Emeritus Kitwabiana Miredi, he's there. Nana Kuntumpo the first, he's there. You know, Evangelist, Bishop, Asori Sikakwana Miria, they are there. You know, they don't do nothing for you. We have no water. We have no light. Look, a small road they're building. They can't do it. From Accra to Kumasi should be a 4-lane highway. And I'll build it because I know how to build it.
Yani edamuno. WORCESTER bontenso. Obietie. Unity Radio. Yani edamuno. WORCESTER bontenso. Obietie. Unity Radio.
Unity Radio. Me love to the max. Yeah.
Asampaetia Obayansa foso wo bunuye won kana asam. Te mafutu sam kakre wa supreme. Yo Kofi, oh my ya woman. Oh mani ya mama. Enyi baby ako. Wacha ta ya wareni. Onsom wanini pa. Nasa de pa wo fe oye. Yamo yembera ye.
Frances Punamani, special good afternoon to you back home in Ghana. And of course, Mami Abang Kuma, Emmanuel Opon, aka Oboyima in Worcester, Vivian Opon, Bantuma Biggie, Biggie man. Bantuma Pum to say, Ben Bakupe, Bantuma Ben, what is it? My chain, you have my Christopher Dolce, so on, pay, Yamami Agnes Bois for your rain to me few. I was your Mamunina Chibio, Mamma Quaba, High Unity Radio 103.9, yet Nasia no Passia near the Ghana home common de Air Bremo. Manucho, Maganda, Magandi, Gaucho, Margarita, La Molina, Mempemi Huasem, Worcester, Massachusetts. And of course, the Walking Encyclopedia Atnase. Mayencha Ahmed Yaya. Thanks for joining us on Facebook and thanks for sharing the video. Abusuana won komodi ya won sam kan unso adwene unsusuye ye hia pa wodwumade so wonsum said ye dwumno ka no wono eni nipa. Ya boy embre ya nyame be shrayen abusua Mami Manucho akwaba. Manucho yes so share white usuban ko.
Yes.
Almost share white and what you know clear.
No, it's not true. It's not true. I rather look sexy in white. When I in fact
you do.
When I wear white.
Yes. And then say opaque neighbor.
Exactly.
6-pack neighbor.
It's a 2-pack. Very soon I'll get the extra 4. So I'm working hard to.
Frances is opaque neighbor.
Exactly. Michelle White. Then I look very sexy and pervasive, like a pervert. I mean, so whoever said that doesn't know colors, if you're color blind. I don't joke with my colors.
I happen to spend some time with Mamia.
Oh, okay.
Nabia Mire.
Oh, okay.
Nabia.
A very good morning to her.
Mamia.
Very good morning to her.
Iti meko no bisam se na Manucho way.
Yes.
And I'm so miko see Manucho ana me dey.
Wo be.
Na me be ko Manucho
yeah, exactly.
I said, na sen ka Manucho ba.
Yes,
I needed Manucho in my house here today.
Exactly. There's time for everything. We'll still make it happen. You have a date. Make it time. I mean,
unim saw him hati free Ghana ba.
Why? When did she come? She didn't tell any of us. I mean,
him hati free Ghana ba obedu Saturday.
Oh, wow.
And then she texted me on Sunday. So I went to see her on Sunday after you call Mrante Hine.
I also did okay after. Okay, then
I'm Mrante Hine sorry.
Yes.
Oh, sorry time. No, I busy.
No,
after church, you know. And I'm many man kwa ko.
Do you know what my flabbergasted? I'm not girl work and I'm person the mama. Until one cram and so but mama feel a bit way.
Now person or he might today girl
Ghana. Yes, I wanted none person in about me them. We said about ko yamfa maybe between ye be about dey ba ko bi I can connect nti san compensate de ba nanka
nko den ma
girl bi
kon connecting is say
me person de ne ba sanka
na so opeso obi di obi ba enye se heti no de ne ba me ka se nioma kra na oja bro ni ba kro no wo requisite traveling BB. So bet me about
the backward requisite as any problem.
I can't bag.
Exactly. I've deduced the plan. All I need is somebody close to me or bow with me. I catch him. So Manicho. The point is Manicho may bow maybe America next Saturday. Why you didn't give me a hint when sometimes you listen to me? I mean, people close to me there. Won't say none year way, but anyway, welcome to the party. Oh yes, I mean I don't have to see it like Jesus Christ, the coming of Jesus Christ. You see, there are some people fine, you can let it happen, but
like, yes. I say what but it's a rapture.
Yeah, well, yeah, you exactly the point I wanted to say. One man is simple for me. She came like the rapture, so. But anyway, welcome, whichever way. I mean, Honorable's wife, you are welcome to town.
Yes, this is your Honorable studio.
Yes.
Mrs. Honorable.
Yes, you are welcome to town.
Honorable Alexander Akwesiakwa.
Wow, that's a good name. That's a good name.
Alexander Akwesiakwa.
Oko school, none didn't have that first pa. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, she
so
was one of
yes,
exactly. ACQ. So it's a brilliant one. I mean, so she's Honorable Akwesiakwa. Oh, that's good. It's good. But welcome to town. I mean, this is your home, so you are always most welcome. I have to welcome you because you came to meet me sitting in your home. Michiano Stronkupa, and all the beautiful women, especially the married ones, who like me. You will like me, the married ones. If you are not married, there, I mean, it's a little greeting to you. But more, yes, they some a genuine likeness for you. I'm so say before. Can
Fredericks most sorry no more.
Interrupting me. Make us say one interrupting me. I was in the spirit. You didn't have to talk. You have to let me finish. You see, I know. Why am I comatical? Vocation say I to bona man running. When I'm away, I got a jack from you. Or be an amotete no the casa. I know the man basano. You understand?
Okay. This is a main kasabim.
Yes. Or chairman kasa. I said the workers were my communitical.
I was just telling you, let me know when you are done. That's all.
Yes. What I want you to know, I mean, you know, there's this somebody in my mind. For a long time, I've been the background you are framing or something kamano. There's this guy or the cow don't conform kabi Blay. And I be don't know saying I say me adiun. Ska we dey mention me ko prison. Charlie can so modu about $9 million. Then the unity were for like 8 years. The wife knew a very rich man. Then who was wapen at church say Charlie be up man. I mean, just a moment with him.
No, I
can put a sample. I wouldn't say that to any person. I mean, why would I promote promiscuity? I'm a Christian, right?
Okay.
I'm not a son of an adulterous relationship, so when I'm talking, I don't talk about that. Yeah, so the man has been complaining, and the man might be taken to jail. So inadvertently, apparently, the man realized some 10 million in his account. The man realized some 10 million in his account. No, this solving the problems in here. I know, say, Charlie, I said, wait there. You know, I was praying and fasting. I wonder how I had this money. Say. But guilty conscious woman, no one the woman catch and say, the truth is that the money came through me. I went to this man and this happened and the man gave you the money.
What happened? You see, you are coming back to the same place.
The point, it has happened already. I didn't say she should do it. She's done it. And the man is now in a quagmire. The woman would get this to save Nenungwasi and all the problems. Now the woman has gathered courage to tell the man, and the man is now confused. So on Jano, and as I said, the woman did it to save him. On praise woman, and I said, on man and kosa. Opo, maybe you can help this man in this situation.
I don't even know what to say. Berman here $10 million. Nine.
He fell. He
was owing to the tune of $9 million.
Yes.
And then he found $10 million in his account. And he thought Nyamina this spiritual is gonna count.
Exactly.
And Obanis Mira. And Nyamina this
no ban 6 months money that's so crazy. Say because when say mediate be with the man be again rich again. No, they be an Charlie. You put this to my account in the million crowd than as you. Hey, life. You put the man no share. One man is working the nation. But woman also guilty coca crash. I mean, some of the praise does not even come to her for sacrificing everything for this man.
Everything like what?
I mean, going
what did the woman sacrifice to get the money?
The woman went to sleep with that rich man to satisfy the husband, to make the husband get this amount of money to solve the 1,001 problems. And he said, jail. The man might go to jail, lose his prestige and everything in society. They have 3 kids. They have 3 kids already. So, yes.
So what?
Yes. Yeah, so the man, the woman not getting any of the praise, and the man always making it seem like the money came from, it was manna and all those things. And she also feeling very guilty of herself, because when dry bones are mentioned, like an old lady, she cringes, or she gets a bit afraid that it might be her next time. So this time the man is in a quagmire, it's in a sinking sand. He doesn't know how to come out. That's in a year now, things in a year faithful. They've been married for like 15 good years. They have 3 kids together.
Wow. And
the woman had done this to save him, and his shame and everything. Nobody even knew this thing happened.
So Obana is saying
Obanaka said,
the $10 million you find in your account is not just come in a vacuum.
Exactly.
I had to sacrifice my body to get the money for you.
And the man feels that no. Why did you do that? I mean, one thing I pride myself. I married you as a virgin. I pride myself, and I even tell my friends about it.
As being the only man.
As being the only man, yes, who has been through your koyonso. So the man is fixated.
Me Agnes Boa for so chow anyway.
Yeah, Mr. Mejeneso. One of these days I see a kohuno.
Also chow. Yeah, Mami Agnes Boa. Yeah, my but when did I meet her? I think not long ago.
Yes, you have to take
it. So who now call Roma?
Oh, Roma Christ, I mean,
and come father Boomfu with the issue no. Father office with issue no.
You know, first time I see at me Walmart, and I met a certain woman. I see me bra Roma no be pay biama me.
Obe pay dey ama. So say not just on purpose or the kwaso no nyese.
No. Who me no say we a fine boy. Why I'm say me no say me bra Roman.
No be pay biama.
Yeah, she was overnight stalker.
No so be pay biama.
I see yes, you come to Roman. Roma say I no pay their bra Roman.
Okay,
nice
back to the issue.
I say Roman, it looks like my placenta. My umbilical cord was cut over there. Oh, my placenta has been buried over there. I have to go and look for it. Yes. It may chat there. No, MCC. No, TSM go to.
Okay.
Now,
anyway,
so the man is in that phase, wanting to leave the woman or stay with the woman. So, Paul, if it is you, what will you do?
No, you tell me what you
do. No. How can I be a judge in my own court?
No, it's not your court.
The man,
she needs help.
Yes.
The woman called the man asking.
The woman they were catching man. I mean, out of the guilt alone, and the man.
And a woman say, or by man in a pemwa.
Yeah, the man is. I married my wife a virgin, and I know she's faithful. She will not go do anything to jeopardize. You know, there are some men who are like me. They will tell you they have fun. But at that point of making your legs like drumsticks for a man to hammer there, man, why on not say drumsticks? For a man to nail it hard there, you don't have to do it. Then this woman thought through but you say, Master, baby, you're doing so the idea.
Into who feels what the woman did was good or bad?
Let me feel it. Saying Cashew, I'm with you alone. Forget the microphones and let's talk as men. If I say microphone in here,
let's talk as men. All the way your bar.
No, not say me. Make me answer, man.
So you don't have any answer?
I am more confused than the man. I'm more confused than the man.
Okay, I think some people have some answers on Facebook for you, so maybe we'll read some answers from Facebook.
Exactly.
Eric, umfa wansa mai. Eric, umfa wansa mai.
I'll call. I'm a friend.
Eric, umfa wansa mai. But I think that Frances also umfa wansa mai. Nana abadi answer ba.
Yes.
So don't Papa Charisma. Question here too unkanche.
Yeah, it's been quite a time.
Yeah. Anyway. Eti wow person join discussion obetumi do message aba on Facebook comment section ho manucho say oba bi ni kunu net oba ma ne de ka $9 million no ye business no ye tycoon no ska na ho kire ko buy de ka $9 million na yire on na te ba bi nso apena papa no ska pa promising is say o jan ho ma no a no na ye ba ko ana so mo ya to aso
just once
oba ma no $10 million.
Yes.
Ena obani jan homa no ena oma no odi ne bosha so
yes
oma no $10 million no ena obani de koto
yes
ni kunu accounts ni kunu hu na just $10 million other account mama o tua ne ka 9 na nya one assign as starting a business over 6 months ni o ma ekoye and afi oba no trimu bunifo right she was guilty and then she decided to let the cat out of the bag no catch ni kunu say miura sika na o si nyame na de betum mpaye ni ade ni me na me de tum ma ekoya me fa so amenya ye nie me hu say ho kire na mu a woteteu abusua ni nyina e crumble no. This is what I did, and then nipa no ma me 10 million am de beto accounts mu ma. And the question Manucho is asking is a be man sisiano. Ozo hu de onye. Ohun ne onye. So njane yearn for disappointing him so great. So why infidelity? Yes, married her a virgin, and that's what he prized himself. Ohun and down for no more kind. I don't believe in that anyway. But some men are proud, and I'm not saying it's bad. That is them. But the man of pride don't say me ye dear. I can vouch for. She's wait me the tiap to her man exactly. Pity us. Wait me try man. That's why the wife was really thinking through this. So I'm saying, consider they be on a bon comment. Hey, me proud of you. About yes. Eric said the man must shut up. Why? Mami Abanso say she was a good woman to tell the husband, but it was a bit too late. The honest lies on the man to forgive her and continue the marriage. Do you think it's easy for the man to forgive? You are looking for answers. People are telling you answers, and you are asking them questions. Eric said the man should shut up. You said why? Mami Abba said the man should forgive. No, but because you have to critically analyze the situation. That no forgiveness is. But there's nothing. No, let me finish. Me say yes. No forgiveness is and has been ever easier. No, but not when I want to buy no makoda. I mean, that is the lowest point you can ever do. Now, why should the man shut up? Did the man force the woman to go and sleep with her? So that means you have your answers already? I don't have my answers. I want a credible, valuable answer like Akufo-Addo's government. That's what I'm looking for. So you have a preconceived I don't answer? Have a preconceived. I'm only trying to analyze. Yeah, and people are telling you how they think. So they should help me make it better. The man should shut up. Eric is saying I should shut up because I told her to go and sleep with another Eric woman saying, and get money. Eric is saying, and Obani say the basinsi some abusuan be bu ahwe I don't know bisami amanim guase abade let me do this I don't know bisami answer that is his opinion. So the man shouldn't shut up. Don't let it look like she must walk like the queen of Jesu. Now what are you talking about? Now also wait, tell me Nana Benson to you. Nana Benson say the man should forgive. Eric say exactly why the man must shut up. Eric is preaching promiscuity. That's exactly why the man is shut up in the midst of heat because the woman, in as much as what she did is not good, Eric, she saved the family. And if the real love is not the answer, circumstantial, because she felt the family is crumbling. My husband is not the husband that I used to know. Or Jenny, or crumble into me. I don't know one can share an answer. Well, I don't know seeking opinion answer. Maybe do before complain. Maybe. I mean, why will I even try? She's not been doing it all this while. I won't check a cry. I want you baby me. Another school of thought is also saying, say, okay, so Obano so mpebe mana zenka hochire buy na family ni crambo papa no so penny sa no ko be ko papa no so ho. No, but it doesn't mean you should sell your and at 10 million no kono so betimi agi say okay me kuna hia no and then modern day women. How many modern day women and then Maya away? Only less than 1%. Yeah, because and your tenano crap say, but on no tuna hochaba. Now no akonya 10 million capital. Yes, $10 million as some now can. Yes. Oh no, I bet me they are starting life. No, as I their abrasions. But there's a thing like why we can say womanhood, but I can't say manhood in front of your kids. Do you know why? All man you can say man, you can say baba, you can say manhood. You can say manhood. Yeah, you can tell your kids I like my manhood. A woman can say I love my womanhood. I love the woman that I become. Womanhood is sweet. Why? Because you're crazy. So you don't just go play your legs because I want chaba. I mean, this is a woman. No, that's what I think Nanaba was saying. But Abawi, no, I catch any. Abawi enough. I mean, so you don't think the woman? In as much as I think you're only looking at the downside of the woman. I'm not looking at the downside. I'm looking at a woman who ostentatiously cannot withstand conditions. Anything could have happened. God could have opened a way. You're not going to sell your womanhood.
it's enough to
that
make
is
the
that
family.
is where the forgiveness Nanaba is talking.
Wow.
I want to say
They'll be forgiving people for promiscuity all over this world, because people have a lot of reasons for cheating.
Initial and once and say initial Obama and show.
Because you see, women have various reasons why they cheat. Because you are not satisfying it. Why shouldn't you cheat? To keep the relationship. Okay, when Jao or cheated to make the marriage work, and also
no, in your very specific, I say okay, Samuel Hagan the Biaba. Samuel say, women save the family, so the man must forgive and forget.
No.
See, the woman saved the family.
You can do anything apart from selling your womanhood. The only pride, only
Eric,
hope.
Eric, you say you are being mischievous here.
I'm not.
So
being
I should
mischievous.
seek your answer. I'll say, what is your answer?
Oh, I'm not, you see, the only hold that people spend millions to buy, you don't have to just let it go because you are saving a family. Obi to kukru wedding, see one more spend about 200,000 Ghana cedis.
There is no meter on it. When it's used by somebody, the man must shut up. The woman saved everyone involved.
Oh, Eric, the pride of a man is having a very faithful woman on your baby. I mean,
into once and it's
you and I know that pride.
This is your stake.
But I know that
is almost.
But I know that's a pride of a woman, a pride of a man. Exactly. That's pride of a.
Sleep around.
Exactly.
That's why.
Exactly.
But in your case, see. A very specific and it pertains to the family was scrambling. And as a woman as she is, I watched a Nigerian movie similar to the one you are telling me. Oh,
that's serious.
Yeah, one first
double jeopardy. We no kuna for lawyer like me.
But who case there? My many seconds cannot deceive in the family. Which is why Samuel Hagan, Nanaba, Nkuma, Eric Kwachohini, and all the people are saying.
They feel the man has no point. He should shut up. Because watch him, me no be akwadama miskenti. Me mama menkasa. Hey, now we are saying simple sir. What is Kawano? I mean, you've been to Dubai, you've been all over the place with her. You showcase her to the whole world, and you've done videos, you've done live videos. Now there might be a hint or that ones. Do I know when the man will even come out and start talking? That will do dogam. I want
the viewers and the listeners want to know your answer. Say answer be am in crop for be the amount. Obi say Eric is be man kan anuntum because
Obama the menene ya adwem kra.
Mami abase.
Me when seek me consent. Nia de won obi akoda bro miskin me come anuntum. You want to suppress me for going to misbehave in the name of you brought me money. Because what's the pride of a man?
Eric say pride in our can land man in jail.
No, but it's better than my wife sleeping around.
Now, question jail no for only God knows that. No. You know what would have happened to the woman?
I will still part my wife and know that she went through for me.
No, Nameka say you don't know how long you're going to be in jail. No, but do you know what would have happened? Because Nipa Bibia to me see in our life. Yet to me see and
you see, and your problem.
I didn't know also. I knew I different answer. Oh, that's why some women cannot stand when they are.
You see, I would have shut up if the woman. We could have had a discussion. That's why she's my wife. She could have told me that this is the hard way, which is the only way. You don't do it before you come telling me.
Mami Abba say, if it was the other way around, the woman would have easily forgiven the man. So why can't the man forgive the woman?
Because I said you can say manhood, you can say womanhood, and you can say manhood, meaning that there's one master key and there are sports lock. If a lot of keys can open one door, it's called a sports lock.
Eric say, Manucho, please tell us your answer. Tell us your answer.
If I'm not confused, I wouldn't have brought this. So my manager,
but you are confused, and people are trying to also.
No, but it doesn't mean that I can't critically critique the answers they give me, because the answer should have the roots. They should be deep rooted.
So you know what you expect.
No, I know how the answer should look like. That the answer should have less issues around it. But to shut up, say, I should shut up. No, Eric, that one there is the lowest. Nah, forgive. For this reason, a lot of promiscuity going around. Oh yeah, no more reason. Oh, my husband can't satisfy me.
Can you also evaluate the significance of the money back in the family?
No. My wife's whole is priceless. My wife's whole should be priceless. Hey, You see, I don't even worry about those who came before me. But once I start with you, hey, it's to say my wife. Opo, you know I don't sit here to say my wife. I say me why not better radio not me and my wife. Then you should know how much I cherish it.
Okay, Eric say you are rejecting our answers. What's yours?
I'm not rejecting. I'm only thinking that, I mean, in this case, Opo, because there's no time, I'll say that it's up to you. Obiani said you're containing.
No, okay. Your individual cases. Just like me. I seem to think in line with Nanaba. Say. Nipano, why are there?
No.
Even you know, so you're Christian, right?
Maybe the one now married is listening to me, not just say, yeah, man, it's a card and wow, no, be a coda. And sit down. No, but they've been trying telling me.
Did you not say you are Christian from the start? Make can I say you don't support adulterous way? Say we are Christian, but why are we?
But Bible Christ said, "Jaman permit me jano." Bible even gives you that.
Don't only say that part. Osaka say wait me that channel.
That won't to me, and that won't to me. Why would I say that part? I wouldn't say what I can do.
You be.
Me a Christian.
You be justified to live here on grounds say.
Okay, so let's go on. So then, so Mama Christian,
Basikano, ordinary man as obende.
Sikano. No, I didn't even know it was hers. Or catch him and tell me. You see, we are missing the point. Why didn't she tell me? I'm not dead. No,
I understand.
You're
canning in area. You're canning in area. What you bro banner for? I think Nana Ba even said. Nana Ba even said,
when I get to that bridge,
the lady Obano money too late before telling the husband. Yes. She did admit in her answer. But I say a series in the fan channel. At least what save family. And to me question is also be Jano.
Fine channel, I remember phone. I grow ya mama phone no yakesi because in that channel.
Also, okay, fine. So your stance is you cannot forgive such a person.
I didn't say that. What? I didn't say that.
Also be Jano. Yes, I again.
No, man can say me Jano. Me say more chance me to me Jano.
Yeah, and also you be kokra na o so be o tie because oh manu chose o de be cheminti obi obe ware no because oh manu chose o de be cheminti.
No. I mean,
so what is your answer? You are dragging us.
Okay, you call Supreme Court. Just like say when you get to that bridge, you cross it, but you never got to that bridge. And you never crossed it. But
from your stance, you have already concluded that the woman. You have already concluded that the woman, so the man shouldn't forgive her. Nana ba say once an onyan kan crown. As one may say it needs or ban. Or say man to go to jail and the man will chop it free.
Oh, but love internet for better for worse, no. Love is all about.
But you think it is so when him say for better for worse there. That is the you brought a very good point. No. You say for better for worse.
Yeah.
So that is the worst state the woman can be in at that point. So why leave her?
No, but I mean promiscuity there. You see, you conceive before you do it.
You said for better for worse.
Yeah, I agree. But to better for worse, and maybe I'm watching me. Make bad business. But promiscuity there, you conceive, you think through it. No, now see, for better for worse, you are going to raise your legs like a drumsticks. Checking drumsticks for a man to hit. Now the
style now. How do the video be?
No, 10 million there.
Imagination.
Exactly, it will even kill me. Even imagining alone can kill me and she will be living. Why will I stay with her?
But I mean, Manu, you didn't know
no, you see, at this point in time, there, I'm still confused. So I'll think about it. I'm still thinking about it. But that's what you're. No, unless you want me to stand in the answer and still.
What my man for answers? Why would there some by also my answer? You are still thinking about it, and you are rejecting.
I mean, a punchy, crunchy, straight to the point. I think that they are not putting their emotions to it. Because I should shut up. Because I forgive. So a thin line between forgive and shut up.
And then Hagen also said the woman saved the family. And to forgive.
I mean, then a lot of you, I make sure so one man because she's not satisfied, she's sleeping around, she's saving the marriage. So you have to also accept.
Don't papa they also enjoy you, no.
Don't papa bring an answer. Maybe your answer might just
Manucho, you can sell a mirror to the blind man. You can again sell ice to the Eskimos.
You are who is that?
Eric.
You met to a blind man. That's an interesting one. I'll tell him that one day you'll see his reflection. And as you say, it looks
Mami Abba said that the woman is still a good woman. For her,
the woman is still a good woman.
Because, or say, the woman could have decided not to tell the man. because unim onte and I was 6 months cry.
She's not good. You know why the woman said it? And the man they be praising some people boy me there. Michiana na me yaman.
Yeah, but that is not
a good woman will ask the husband that should I do it? This is where we are. I mean, we know women. Why is the man the head of the house when you are taking a decision? So beside me,
by the woman not asking the husband,
yes,
and by her doing it with the intention, because ukokota, you are jailed based on your the intention, the malice. So it's a prosecuted to me prove
exactly motive.
There was malicious intention.
Yeah, exactly.
Inti obano na adwene ni say all these years things are moving on smoothly. Ahochira ba be me twa ho ntwa wa ye de obetum bia ye be chena kotum $9 million nyes kaketoa and obi si 10 million in an ideal said the be attack no
Plato's ideal world
enka as say oba no ene ne kunu dwene ho say no in an ideal world but oba no so feel say no
the real world no dia omo kan nto
as I say me nye bibi enjimi kunu in as much as enye no ebeidane broni beka say evil necessity.
Yeah,
what I say, the woman felt it was an evil necessity.
It was evil, but I can't do without it.
Yeah, so yeah, no the G ne family sure, and then she did it. What I say, fast forward 6 months, and until me be out details and say, did she do it continually? And
no,
then it was just once. So that should tell you, say, it was circumstantial and situational.
So
in as much as it was evil, she felt that was what she could do at the point, because the husband has been struggling, crumbling, and almost to the point of going to jail.
I married her as a virgin, and Obiana said no. Obiana emotionally we are all not
Eric
the same.
And that is where Eric brought the question. Say you married her as a virgin, but she sent if you were sent to jail, and then you could sit them 5 years, 6 years. Are you sure you are going to come back? Say Obikura na ye ba akopedie.
It's as good as telling me that
this one you are saying is a one zoo.
Yes. It's as good as telling me that I can't satisfy my wife, then she decides to go and sleep with another person and keep the marriage and save my face and my kids. And so I say me to then I promise
if she decides that you are not satisfying her into your forward that is different.
No, why is it different?
I'm explaining why it's different, because the moment that the word unsatisfactory and unsatisfaction it means a continuum. I continue. And once it's a continuum thing, that's different, because mean satisfy na it's something she's going to live with for the rest of her life. Inti onkoye no ba akope.
No, this saving marriage,
Yeah, but I know
yeah, but she's saving the marriage too, because she could have left you too, because okay, on to me no be so no, Sadia, he's a good man.
No, that's
it's also saving the marriage.
How is that saving the marriage?
Why worry me manicho na no den do we
what's the way a one-time thing?
No, she's also continue. See, you are not satisfying continuously. She's satisfying herself somewhere and saving the marriage. Another scenario says
no, but there's an isolation in this instance.
Tell me why.
The isolation is the woman is only thinking about herself here.
No, she's not thinking
she
about herself.
She is, because she's only she's satisfying herself, because you are not able to satisfy her. But in the other scenario, the woman thought family.
On our 3 kids, want to wait for women after 40 years. What do they think about? I mean, sometimes
after 40 years, what do they think about?
What is life all about? They need a lot of good sex till they're 50 or 60. That's the harsh truth. And then be not poor, you see. Obeying 40 years, 45 years, and then not pay.
But more 20, they won't pay sex.
20, they still love it, but I mean, they have a lot to think about.
Mami Abasi scenarios now they're banning for. Or say two different scenarios.
She's a nurse at 42 years, 45 years, so she's making money here.
Almost mean ya ukrana ya bro. Because scenarios are okay. We need your or your in terms of term say evil necessity or your family saving situation.
You can't satisfy your wife. She's saving you by sleeping around and keeping
no. There. She's being selfish.
Why? Because she's doing it continuously.
No, you see, share from this.
She's not being selfish.
When they we realize ni kunono ne ma any busuano say or she looked at the broader picture. Say what will make of my family? What I say? What will make of my family? on the breadwinner, on the this. It's I supposed to say, let break it down the entire family. No, let me do this one time thing. She didn't think about only herself. And I say, Bia, I and then she was sleeping around with a man continuously for Sika every day to eat or to enjoy herself. But this one, it was a one-time thing.
It's once in Tianshi.
Even in the court of law. No. Yeah, in the court of law, you have first-time punishment for every crime.
But be any emotion so.
So
once me half me you see one is a
first time offender or punishment here less even in the court of law. So
it doesn't come to say.
What show why so throw no near there.
Oh, 1,000 year 1 pay. I don't think that 1,000 makes you bigger than me. In the context of a woman, if I slept with a woman once, you slept with her.
Almost see a bro.
No, but what makes you think that?
I
slept with her once, you slept with her 10 times into yours is Charlie one. I can tell you once it's open and you enter, you've entered. Or you're in 1,000 or you're in 1. The feeling is the same that my wife slept with someone.
It's not the same.
It's hard to know. No, me it's the same.
It can be this.
There are some people you hate once, you don't even want to hate again.
It can be this.
What's the man? Okay, there are some people you hate one, you don't want to hate again, or you can't hate again. I mean, does it mean that we are continuous arrest burning? No. Like if you go and sleep with somebody's wife once, we and once in the first time offender. I don't think so.
Eric say Ukrawa committed 100 and move on. I say you already said for better for worse. So that's the worst part of the woman's life.
No.
Until let's move on.
No.
Okay. Now my answer. My answer one ka bede.
The truth is that about them and I saw you smart. So I think the woman was smart.
She was smart?
Yeah, I saw you smart. You don't always have to come and sit by me. You're den. So the woman was smart. So I was a
answer.
The mom answer. Me say about the one man my smart. Don't say that she will be recording me. You say against one of my saw you smart. Me, I know I'm intelligent. I don't have to be told. So I need a smart woman. So I saw you smart.
And your whole scenario. The
man say me made it.
Until you agree that the woman did
the right
thing.
I don't agree. The woman did a very bad thing. But you saw you smart.
Yeah, very
smart.
Unity Radio
na Ghana Morocco. We say to you maybe it's you 3 o'clock. You have 4 near Pimbra.
Now confirm me as a Bama.
Yes,
it's almost 11. There were 3 more hours to go, so it's good. Sometimes we need to look at the social aspect.
Yes.
Where I can say so it's very important that we educate ourselves. But you were just being nuisance this morning.
Oh no, but I mean, they so smart, but we so on trend. I know some people.
Eric say the Nyanko Pans over that sorry Sunday. So finally you have agreed with them.
Oh, say about the no say obi ahun ejisum so buy smart.
That sorry Sunday.
Me mo dey adwam one dey buy so smart. Obi so jin say no bad dey ware no matter the circumstance. E wo po a men for unkoje. Men for una men Agyeman da. And you have people like that.
But on the other side, Nia said, you see, just like what you are saying, ABC, I watched a video, a movie.
Yeah, your movie grand decent proposal.
Yeah, Obana Koji, SAV family, and the man left the woman.
Yeah. But you know, we showing the same proposal now. The man didn't work again. We say no money. And they agreed. Yeah. The woman went on the boat ride for a night and came back. And the man after she can't see on no that or catch up and say, "Koko ye me yes can big." But after yes can you know, Charlie, be an emotional hurricane.
I watched this Nigerian movie. And Che acquire your concert. I thought I even watched it with my wife. Yeah. And now also it was a similar script.
Yeah.
On the crowd and then a girlfriend. And I say MP or what area I want to buy and or say akwana here no also won ko gis camera. Entina mine no pel ba no. But this is what he did or Fred boy no. On the crowd wan ko fa ba no. Or Fred guy no this scene so say Charlie for girlfriend no fair me.
But yeah, just one night.
Just one night and I'll give you was it 3 million naira?
Yeah.
3 million naira.
Yeah. Bema ko 3
na afi akwa a funny trim he was thinking through it oh yeah afi no hu kwan kro be fa so be catch the girlfriend no the girlfriend so ne wo ho no na ne maame mo ne nua mo nyina se akwa ne krom ho kuhwini ntimo ne nante but eventually o catch the girl no and a girl no say guy na catch say nya 3 million naira na you be toka you be say you be tofi and then I will make your wedding case even if you want us to leave this village we'll leave this village into the picture can see to Obani team and Obani G2 and now Okoye. But you know what happened? Now MP no sub guy na dey because we see onu dey odon yiri nothing odo girl no worry no odo ba no nti bibie ni wa
nothing can break them or separate them
hwe on fa ne mfem oka so on fa ne mfem no so hwe on twen da o se mema oska sei oka emso ka tre no cross ade bi kan
yeah
and a trigger akwa ne trim ave oba ne ka se onye no ono no so you say you always tell me you love me you don't love me look at us yes. How poor we are look at our future this is
this fair guy
look at this is an opportunity you see what is the love about you say you love me you die for me now this is an opportunity for us to change our destinies and our life and now you say you won't do it or convince your bana or bana yeah or call bearman hono you see that is intimate na me person script no MP no wanya obani she Osheda wanya no she
no this kind of man not gonna buy
or this kind of man
over two book guidance to take the money
or the ma bearman no or the ma bearman wie no tie or the ma bearman wie no afa na bearman o ka se sika no mo kwaji am bechem that was the deal no mu nchem but o bearman no ba wie no akwa no girl no kwaji sika no ba wie na bearman say o wa ma MP ne na dade a just like they na okay one more bearman foforo huhu dia eno ano no impobium and again say any scanner am what is scanner we unu anu mu di enti na fami half day 50-50 fami de ma me so
menko
akwa no o kan afa de scanner so be ma no o chemu 3 na obe ma oba no 1
great some guys are way too great
and you know what happened eventually say I MP no
open for real
exactly until oija no ware oba no the woman became rich and akwa no di ni sika wie say na sika no na MP no gigi loans for youth of that town until akwa no de no so no MP no discount man no until send the na loan satam no magel no 1 million naira after also ojiga no
wow
me say won to be you see her plan fell back on him because of the same thing the motive ni greed on abana oso obana nkoye oso onye oso yan we na oso domi we na say oye wie de obi ni wada me obi foforo hu me nsan no ntena and then you push there away
so imagine when pa boy npo na dream bo million no oye say imagine say he didn't know
the planning now
yes imagine he didn't know now ono obi say forgive me ade and easy obeji scan ewie we dey ewie na obeji after obe chain na say no me ko wara
but
like I say you never judge a man till he's rich be me ni ska yenya ye bi say you know that hotel munchi 500 Ghana a night na we crowd that saying when you have that money you know that
you know Donald Trump Joe Biden asamba ko come respecting no
tell us
Joe Biden now mo ka say your friend is saying Trump better akunya no so no ye hu ni suban say no say no the presidency doesn't change you it exposes who you are
exactly
or see the president
it's a sound
send ya what na manfo nim ne de wotie no it exposes that is why he told Donald Trump
I agree
it doesn't change you it exposes you
they are so simple they so humble even sunyeska Shatawale they talk like they own the whole world
exactly
they discuss champwa near I mean it's true say never no Chris Canana or Chen in ye obi kra be kasi oh me say me tina house me person me tina say you know people they get all funny ideas when they have money
very exactly that be Americans just look at black Americans and how rich some of them were
yes how they fall.
So becoming rich doesn't change you,
but some of them
it unravels your main character and exposes who
because
truly.
Sometimes I ask myself over 5 million now no I got a Tesla bia at $500,000 why don't you invest in the Tesla about 5 years on they'll give you car for free you see that's the level of where Bruno or Jino say okay Walmart no from for basic question baby Walmart product to be brought to me for free because I'm a part owner there so why will you just be spending mobile Lamborghini Ferrari say Sikano cry, you bet him their investment. She said, LeBron James, he said, own shares in Liverpool. Or 26 million and they over 40 million in Liverpool near there. But in Kofu there, I mean, Gucci, this, and some of them still have that mind abroad. I'm not saying they are not, they are bad. But sometimes my name boots one son. What they work or top back $3,000, $5,000. But how about investing that money? Maybe we go to for send a product and say we are an owner of the company,
shareholder. Yeah.
We're shareholder of the company. That's the level people should be taking now.
See, that is the moral of baby.
Oh yes.
Okay, Busia. Aha, Unity Radio 103.9. Anopa Bosuo suna we. My emfa we infamu my phone ne say Worcester Crodium ha. Now we idea a show is state here, but quickly let's look at the weather for ene. Enra school 4 point Ose.
So many we happen live like on Facebook. Way.
Yeah, it's there. And you be a refresh way log out and log back in. Log out and log because I'm even watching it right here.
So,
yeah. Okay, it is said na kano and weather no so sure and then so heat advisory it's in effect. Yes. And then so mostly sunny from now on till 12 noon. Now partly cloudy. Now and then the good thing is be binya in super kakre we are from 2 p.m. we have some isolated thunderstorms and scattered thunderstorms expected from 2 p.m. kopim ochina see be raw ochina. So I know the boy in schools might close early. Report just and be on 2 p.m. Said yeah, and Worcester Public Schools. So that is it.
2 p.m. like 2 p.m. in Ghana.
Worcester schools. Yeah.
No, we're down from 2 p.m.
Oh yeah, 2 p.m. 2 p.m.
Asante 2 p.m.
Yeah, 2 p.m. Shatter the whole.
Yeah,
shatter
the whole Ghana except Tadi and Shama. Okay,
so that is the weather brought to you by Dan Auto Repairs. Mr. Dan Soseka, no problem be won't be a fabric no CC man be to me conkind. And that the attorney said Black Meteors are conceded 10 goals in 2 games against Japan. Once Ghana go Japan defeated Ghana in 2 games ahead of the Olympic Games. Now Black Meteors conceded 10 goals in 2 games. The team will play South Korea on June 12th.
You are joking. I mean, it tells you how our youth football, developmental football has got into 10 goals in 2 games. I mean,
6-0 thumping, 4-0 thumping.
That is serious. It means the team is beyond bad.
Japan are Ghana 10 in 2.
I mean, it tells you preparation. Benny Adekoye. Maybe for the first time, maybe you're telling the truth. You are taking the right ages. But I mean, 10, a football nation like Ghana. You see, they have always maintained that the Black Stars, we are living in a fixated world because most of the players, they are not developed and they are not playing in Ghana. But the Sule Muntaris, the Asians, they were not really playing from Ghana, although they started their careers in Ghana. So for under 23, about 99% of them, I'm sure, from our local league and from Ghana. No, just how you've been disgraced by a non-football nation. Neka football like Japan. They are not noted for that. I mean, I've read a lot of articles how they perceive football. It's bad. And the crime sure again Asia USA it should be a different ball game because they develop their game very well over the moment.
Explore the possibility of having Kalum switch nationality Akufo-Addo to sports minister. Kalum Hatsnodoy, as we all know, he's in a tour and on vacation in his native country, Ghana. Na onenema mene ni nuanom na kwa infa ni brother ba kono ko Nanado ho hwe pictures na oseno pa.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Na omukọ His Excellency the President of the Republic of Ghana ho na enumu no omudi nkomo no na Nanado catch sports minister said Osreno on exploited the possibility so obetumi ama Kalum Hatsnodoy etumi ababisi akan e de ama Ghana on Monday June 7 enra and Ghanaian born Chelsea footballer Hatsnodoy pay a courtesy call on His Excellency the President our Jubilee House, the seat of our nation's presidency. Amongst others, I urge the Minister of Youth and Sports to explore the possibility of having Kalum switch nationality and play for the Black Stars. Since arriving in Ghana, Okudu June 3rd, Hassan has been spotted playing football with some friends. Recently, Okwa Sports Stadium Koshe has a match. Ne papa former club no. Inti say more or less no heart. Or a phobia. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because ne papa a phobia ni party.
I'm thinking the president should have just told him direct come and play for Ghana, but explore the possibility of him. I mean, there are lots of English. I give you that courtesy way. No, fine. Maybe on PSBS or can one.
Unze ne papa ball has.
Yeah.
Yeah, ne papa no has.
Odo.
Yeah.
I know that name. Yeah, Bismarck Odo.
Yeah.
Wow. the name rang a bell, but I can't be Smakodo. So for me, president to making it wise, explore the possibility, blah blah. What about Ghanaian roots and he can't play for Ghana? So you passionately appeal to him that
was that so through his minister? It's the same.
We need you to come and play. That's why I like the Malawi president in Kigamu. Straightforward. Ghana needs you and will give you all the products to come and play for us.
Asante Kotokone Inter-Allies our Premier League match 29 I was say omo GFA announce say some match day fixture no omo atumi are reschedule na omo bebo no June 12 to June 14 nti Inter-Allies and Kotoko has been rescheduled from June 12 to June 14. Now Ghana Premier League match day 29 game between Inter-Allies and Kotoko will be played on Monday June 14. The match, which was earlier scheduled for Saturday, June 12, will be played at the Accra Sports Stadium early next week. Communicate AFD Bayano. Now, communicate say other matches will be played as earlier announced in the season's fixtures. All stakeholders are to take note of this change accordingly. Na and also Ediano no. And Tikorokone Inter-Allies Monday and na Omobebo are supposed to previous fixture nan Kombebono Saturday no na and also Edie ene etumi ababeto edwa eno no said ye Manu Chudi kan di to dwa na Ghana Black Stars ene the Atlas Lions of Morocco ede ebefi so we a friendly international match at Ghana ene Morocco boy ye wi ene Cote d'Ivoire abo ewo Ghana na on kire say game no ebebo ebe start 8 p.m. Moroccan time, 7 p.m. Ghana time, 3 p.m. American Eastern Standard Time. Nti se wo kruma na opese uhwe match ni bia 3 p.m. no miensa na game no ebe koso na Ghana afo amohwe ni nyina no nonson na Morocco so time no nongotwe na eno so ede eno no yenim sa Ghana Black Stars omo ehodu omo first training ewo Morocco enra ahead of the game anyame yadma eno so baso no na eno so ede ababeto edwa now Becca we be Ghana the first game since match this year bra yene South Africa ebo 1-1 next side defeat Sao Tome and Principe 3-1 I qualify for a record 9th straight African Cup of Nations tournament and also ebekoso now game na yene Morocco bebo no omo ebebo ewo Far Sportive Stadium and no Rabat 8 p.m. local time said the medical kano and a game no so ebekoso na say and also edia etumi ababeto edwa enso eno Ghana Football Association SA Black Stars midfielder Wakasu Mubarak failed to join the team to Morocco for an international friendly game on Tuesday due to COVID-19 complications. According to GFA, Wakasu will be required to undergo mandatory 14-day quarantine upon his return from Accra. Hence the decision to leave him out of the squad for now. The GFA added said goalkeeper Richard Ofori was also left out of the squad due to a groin injury and also sustained here during the club Orlando Pirates CAF Confederations Cup game against ES Setif in March this particular year. The Black Stars who news and also penny for the Abano Interne make date make time now share the senior national team. Jordan Ayew being played, right?
Yeah, Jordan is there.
Andre Ayew is also there. Pate Thomas unfortunately is missing out. He couldn't make the trip.
That's the bad news.
That's the bad news. We should have had Thomas Pate. And Tariq Fosu is also being sacked because of...
A quick one about the game. I think it's a big game. Expectations should not be too much as far as I'm concerned. You know, Morocco for we are fit on the African continent.
Very fit.
Ghana 7th. You are 17 there. Going into this going into this game. You're born Moroccans, so you've always been tough customers. Anytime you go, then I'll show my team. So I relatively have a decent squad than us. Also, we World Cup preparatory game for 2022 World Cup no qualifiers and at least you're not too high profile games. I think it best set here up beautifully. But the more I read and the more I look at this team against the opposition that you are meeting, I will drop our part them in the back. I think it's a very difficult game. See, a game be a chance. The one against Cote d'Ivoire. I mean, Cote d'Ivoire, we stand a very bright chance. But and then I have that damn feeling there you will lose.
But North African see it to me or more.
Not on North African soil. Not African soil. They are more in power. They are playing in front.
Yusuf Alassane Chips, a former Black Stars, Kumasi Asante Kotoko and Karim Faisal player, say we are very disappointed. Siki Akonomu. Ningna say Siki Akono. Any Ghana Football Association Penefushia no Mubisa say Why no person yemfa no as an assistant na or recommend no and we recommend Bruni then no na you see Valasa chiefs as nevra ho papa so we see ki akono Ghana fo nyina fight say yen localizing nyoma na sika no be kwa bontentene fie na the Black Stars amount na wo yempa assistant ma wa wo de also pe Bruni do you see Valasa chiefs or say ade a we disappointed pa on Class FM ekasai and all this answer we atuja
we see a running story initially in information me by say offer of selecting of vote to be na reject
them settle on Patrick Grave-Ras was a way
but it's a low point. I mean for everything I remember those times or say chairman Sabonsu by now they almost started advent that we think that Ghana should be run by Ghanaians then our national team to I see in local coach Kwasi Appiah they repose some confidence in Kwasi Appiah. I continue till now then you need an assistant. The person no Ghanaian out there has the requisite. You see, you can pick them as video assistants and I say baby, but for your assistant coach to be a white man, sometimes we look down ourselves. We can say we are being racist. Racism is thinking that so no so between Agyeman. But the point is that for an American job, you have to prove that an American cannot do the job before they will let you bring somebody else to come and do it. That's how, unless you are saying that no Ghanaian has the requisite, has the impetus to be an assistant coach to Siki Akono. So I agree with Chipsa. The truth is that nominated and were rejected. But he's not a strong man to come out to say some of these things. And people tell you that what's your evidence for infant. But I don't at a point in time I just lose the job to this white man. Because it should have made perfect sense. You see, it's no about why I need a white person. Because is it for the respect from the boys? Is it that they coach better? Is it that so you become a rubber stamp or what? I mean, I'm not too enthused about this, and I agree with Chipsa that a perfect opportunity to make it a good job for the African contingent. Siki Akuna has flabbed it. So you see my own sorry, a man of your words. You walk out of the stage. You don't go there to disgrace yourself. Whichever way it is, I don't think it's a good one. It's a bad moment for Ghana football. See, you could choose. I mean, in this choice.
Okay, Unity Radio 1039 Anopa Bosuo suni you heard it all Tisiki Akono de no afeyehwe amanoni nsem kakra bi on the sporting front na yemfansuo ne mere ensem PPF my Ghana mu politically, socially, economically and there ameno I can say nyame ya adoma friendly international matches bebre koso ahead of June 11th start of the European Championship and Hungary, any Republic of Ireland, Kosovo, any Guinea, Benin, any Zambia, Cameroon, any Nigeria, Poland, any Iceland, Czech Republic, any Albania, Spain, any Lithuania, Morocco, any Ghana, Senegal, any Cape Verde, and France, and so any Bulgaria, and Ebebo. Chelsea owner, I friend said Roman Abramovich, and the exclusive reporter, Ababituja, HS Papano. Enya berisa kwambia so Erling Haaland awusi akandima Borussia Dortmund obetwono edono about Chelsea. Now according to BBC rumors and gossip, Chelsea have opened talks with Borussia Dortmund over a possible £170 million sterling move for Norway striker Erling Braut Haaland 20 and England for Tammy Abraham could be part of the deal. The only exclusive reporter aba Chelsea for Erling Braut Haaland nemum omni Tammy Abraham echo said a betisika no so no matumi nya brantie no. Manchester City manager Pep Guardiola epese oto English boys mienu na English boys mienu na according to ESPN ope Jack Grealish and a Harry Kane. Jack Grealish and a Harry Kane. Pep Guardiola say onya sa two English boys we be ka team ni ho a we ne puzzle no ohia player be bio eno
Jack Grealish and
Harry Kane. Yeah.
Hurricane. I mean, that's a good name. I've never thought of it like Hurricane. Now, what's Hurricane and Hurricane?
Tottenham Hotspur so say at least almost £150 million sterling. Now, Daniel Levy say Hurricane Sikano. And yeah, they are open player plus cash in the sterling bemo and a Chelsea for also open straightforward cash.
150 cash down.
150 cash down. This can be to one.
The same man
for Hurricane call. Or say I know yet Kowaka friend the son.
Also.
I see Tottenham Hotspur want at least 150 million in cash only deal for on the at least.
Yeah.
Sorry, bro.
Yes.
At least 150 million.
Office bank.
The one jikra the least 150 million pounds.
So because 170 plus add-ons, they will stand a better advantage in that regard. But some of some Allardyce. I mean, the Conte, they didn't consider.
No, Conte demands no. Almost in the sick same. And I know some person or the staff.
Yes.
The staff of 4.
That's a hurricane. Bait no crampo was another annoying.
Almost to me. Almost in the sick same. Sika no person and then the staff no. Almost try to bargain say because video assistant near adding in person or no adding the staff back. And then Daniel Levin so.
No, but maybe they wanted to be great. They should have just accepted some of this.
Chelsea Kwasi you manage the 2 or 3
because to be great. You are in the doldrums.
No, sometimes
so
the teams previously did that.
Yeah.
But I think they realized that it wasn't working for them because you need base video analyst way no wa. Opam coach na. Now the uncrophone nyina den. Eko. Interfere na osan be employ new batch. Inti omu say first no say na coaches but they say omu nyina omu teams ni across all board.
Yeah.
Saa no me atata say okwa so the nipa 2 or 3. Yeah, because omu keep base nti say obi koni appoint even youth coach say omra me caretaker then who base of assistant coaches need be video analytics.
This thing will be good for a club established like Chelsea, New United near them, but for a team like Spurs, you want glory. You see, you want that final edge because for more than when sponsorship near them, they are losing now because they've not won a trophy in a long while. Into the Conte bar, a serial winner. Woman by 2-3 years, you expect him to at least deliver you a trophy.
By Manujo, no just say team no
but to pick some Allardyce, you still where you are. I mean,
some Allardyce better.
It's no, but
is it confirmed or rumored?
I think it's confirmed.
No, confirmation.
I think it's confirmed. I saw it on Twitter.
And is that
I saw it on Twitter. To check, mommy.
Sure say confirm. It could be a rumor because confirmation about a BBC crowd will be the first to.
No, you check it for me because I saw it. Say,
and I say it could be a rumor. The
Conte one has been thrown in.
No, Conte one there I collapse. It I hate it snack. Another it was even 2 days ago. But Allardyce Diana hasn't been confirmed yet. It hasn't been. Yeah. It be a just like I said. Go for my BBC for my. All football, be unfamiliar. It could be a rumor, say a more panel, and they start with talks, and then the confirmation can come. Now, report on Gazzetta dello Sport, thereby says Ronaldo, confirmed, yeah. Said Ronaldo, if he Juventus, according to report, says if he does leave Juventus, Man City 24-year-old Brazilian Gabriel Jesus, a top of Juve, on replacement list, along Fiorentina, Serbia striker friend said. Dusan Vlahovic omumienu na Juve say Ronaldo kwa anasa ebi a Paris Saint-Germain na Brand Evans say Mauro Icardi na Chelsea said the medical cano Brute Erling Haaland Abramovich say obeso ye no personal battle no to me to Brand no de ma Chelsea Paris Saint-Germain are closing in on signing of AC Milan Italy goalkeeper PSG they are doing some fantastic business out there. Almost what done Barcelona free agent.
Yeah, but they are pulling the Barca way so.
Yeah,
but I said Memphis Depay, so they want to.
Memphis Depay is one person.
They are just using their minds. They're free quite a bit double wage. Near their call.
Yeah,
they are trying to be a turn in the flesh of
Barcelona.
Because
on couple and was Zomai to say Chelsea City because they have rich owners.
Yes,
so a rich owner couple player who are inflated price.
Exactly.
Until once Omo say okay. For us to go on a player already under contract for the price to be inflated and a double free agent wage near the attorney.
Exactly. So all the
and
money.
They are buying world class players.
Exactly.
Look at goalkeeper Donnarumma.
Yeah, exactly.
Chelsea are Penache. He's one of the best goalkeepers in the world. Wijnaldum, fantastic player.
Yeah,
and then now they are looking for Memphis. Yeah. So they are doing some quite good business over there.
Exactly. They are overhauling their team. They just want to win the Champions League. I hope they just get closer.
Yeah.
By the second.
Enti emva nuncio na yamra meto aso achire. Eti said etie no sports news no edoso but emva nsia because of time constraint and Manu choose take unify. Enti Manu so why we
I think that the biggest one has to do with European tournaments and Sebe starting over the weekend. Yeah,
it best started Friday.
Yeah, people should get glued to us. You'll be giving them some snippets, some big news and everything.
Statistics.
Yes. I'll be going to off the pitch. I'll be handling off the pitch issues. You know, COVID is going, so beautiful ladies from Russia and Kobe
will be coming. I thought as much.
Yeah, so I'll let you do the commentary and I'll do the off the pitch commentary. I will be gathering the morning.
Ken Frederick saw chow.
I'll be gathering the moaning and cries of the beautiful ladies that will be gracing the stage.
Okay.
And,
wait. Oh, beautiful ladies. I'm working on pay. Wait.
You don't like beautiful
women?
Yeah,
politics. Me, share Ghana. You
yes.
Who are you to your phone? Who are you, Kasansani?
Look here, my friend. Our problem is our leaders. You remember our great-great-grandmother? Yeah, Santwa. Did she depend on World Bank? Did she depend on Abrofo? She didn't. Right? And you change. Oduma kuma trade on pong. Woso. Tutu tata. You know, baba bibi baba. You don't stand up for your rights. Democracy means if you do not criticize your condition, you understand, you're a traitor to the nation. Go see the castle. Go see the people they got there. Dr. Kwame Naminimshi, he's there. Professor Dr. Mwasam Kwana Mishai, he's there. Dr. Professor Emeritus Kitwabiana Miredi, he's there. Nana Kuntumpo the first, he's there. You know, Evangelist, Bishop, Asori Sikakwana Miria, they are there. You know, they don't do nothing for you. We have no water. We have no light. Look, a small road they're building, they can't do it. From Accra to Kumasi should be a 4-lane highway. And I'll build it. Because I know how to build it.
And I'll build it because I know how to build it. Danko African Market and Wholesale. Rashida Financial Services. Se usika semnon tutu ya no pese jina ye uwe juma business insurance brand nema obi oka auto insurance ye bema fo obie ni obetume biti price no me pacho umano ye college planning efama omo no mo college amo amre ene Rashida Financial Services nkasa freno 781-354-3060 or sika 722 mortgage protection what to there and Rashida Nkasa insurance now for the bank protect your own mortgage and a college planning Medicare plans life insurance retirement plans near dingina no the oyama so and only free your boa keke sika 722 biano and Rashida Financial Services Nkasa for any abano ewo 781-354-3060 or so page my phone so you be a person insurance adwuma no training obeboa na no atua ka ma no atwa license no pass na so anya adwuma into free new ba na no ebedi dwuma 781-354-3060 781-354-3060 uyo ba na utie me na no pedi a atadwe na wate den ni na se Dr. Kwame Amponsa Ghana ni Dr. Nyamia ya aduma waba kroma wanya ne residency ene ono abie ne clinic Ghana for ma okroma nyina mo betumi afa no se mo primary doctor mo gynecologist na sa uyo bi a wanyinsen open yinsen ana opese hwe na wo ana obewo ani nyina ogia wo ye bibia America aban amane tumi a ene otimi ye Ghana for nyina obi a oba bia primary doctor but o Ghana ni nti ne pertaining to Ghanaians inti ya ne pese kana mote ase na unza wo ko na ofili se wa wo ko krom ni ho a wo feel comfortable you know kasa fam ni bibia utumi express ho kire ni ye e ma ne te wase na de ni ka kra ne se bia na sabi nioma ade ba krom ha umfie no kra no so ho untimi nko kan kire broni se minfi amede ba ha sei na me yisu ye sei so ho eno no kwa oye okrom ni nti ote okasase obetumi aboa o se nioma nso nyanye yie ma wo onkrata asem nyansisi ya Dr. Kwame Amponsa se oye Ghana ni no bra okwa obefa so obebo wonhwe ma sabi yare obetumi aboa asa ama wato emfawo enko asamado o se ema ohaw bia uwo mu bia ono a female doctor ohwe mapo mu den nti eno ane se obekwa ko hu Dr. Kwame Amponsa me ba cho say ye hormonal disorders STIs childbirth menstruation pregnancy on say manucho die no o say
pap smear
o die ye do
pap smear
ni na
times and I'm convinced go and read about pap smear. I mean where about you need a pap smear.
They know it, they do it every year.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
But when I was a woman, I didn't know pap smear till I became a man.
Okay, auntie Dr. Kwame Amponsa say bra, mbacho owo eye Venom Medical Center na. Sa won Venom Street no so to say ya wo kwa no chikrum dada no. And I say yeah.
Down. So right in the middle between the two legs.
Ben.
The roads. What discuss the road don't say Y junction. It enters a Y junction, one goes down. The straight one is the straight one, then there's one raised leg that goes up.
Winthrop.
Yeah, that's the Winthrop.
The Venom is down.
Exactly. So right in the middle of the two legs, the building is there. You'll find the Vernon Medical Center. So it's 312.
Oh, radio mobile. Okay, Fred Dr. Kwame Mpoza 508-459-2706, 508-459-2706, 508-459-2706. Also, Freno, Freno, but you say, Manning in Amoko, the Nedi Yamia Madum, Monyaman Kasamo primary doctor, or Ghanaian, which me would do my mere Bahaude, or be all appointment now count crown to Minko, Uka, Todajis on our church, and near my man, son, a doctor, Nina Farako. Dr. Kwame Amponsaho na onye ne primary doctor na enyoma nso nkoyie emfa emma yede asra kese emma Danko African Market and Wholesale Opegana nuane Cameroon, Liberia, Nigeria, Guinea, Mali, Cote d'Ivoire nina no the new Danko 785 Main Street. Your African market waha, your Ghana market, but with a true definition of African market. The new Danko African market was 785 Main Street. Me patron hama obepedwa no dudu anum na boa fever, na boa blood pressure, any or how biano, any in your mamma kasa. Bema waye mre, or so back a and say Manucho and Suma Sebra. What the Oba say, Manucho sent me. Yeah, Manucho asked me to come.
Yes,
that's exactly. It. And only passcode.
Exactly.
You'll
be smiling.
You'll be a man blood again. Pressure. And I said, "No, blood pressure. No. What to me? You must say yes. Yes, oh yeah. Yes. Now, Oyiran kwaji 10 million. Exactly. And farmers solve a problem in the family because you can fire. Exactly. Okay. Into Nimakowe no nyina daruma. And I feel KM Raf Roofing. And almost so yasne. Emma you to me ede injumedi Bramo. Anopa bia eba amanyosema. Manucho Maganda Gaucho Margarita akwa babio. Yes.
Joso. Boko se kwa no. Bose kwa.
No kase kwa no.
I mean kwa kase abodam.
Wabodam.
Yes, your hashtag abodam. Abodam enitie near the name musa. You say there sometimes when you get too conservative or very cosmopolitan or what I wonder corporate, when you get too corporate, that's the word I was really looking for. People whatever I say become news. Okay. Oh yes, but now what can I mean it doesn't become news again. There's a reason Shatawali speaks and
the issues are Yabesha of course fix the country and the Supreme Court abo police for injunction at Supreme Court ama fix the country for kwanya say umbetumi akwa omo demonstration Yabesha no na fix the country as you told Mills so TV personality na from KSM yes. KSM Kwekusintim misa
yeah
or say okache Nanado say Nanado fix your mind because Nanado ka bi kire Professor Mills
yeah
nti your audio bi Canada Japan teaser bi ametabo na no Canada Japan ka say
on directing the frustration into
yeah but it's the same yes, so many exactly. The same government
now they are tweets Akufo-Addo ka say fix the
and then ade ba akwa akoso Ghana Ghana Medical Association for the abetu dwane say yem prosecute Nanado. Is possible?
It's an interesting article that I'm reading, but I know Justice Eni.
Oh, you read it right?
Yes, Justice Eni was at that ceremony.
I say Ghana Medical Association wants Akufo-Addo others who flouted COVID-19 protocols prosecuted.
Yeah.
Now, na me peace news name is I say why na bet me Ghana ha? Why na bet me di Nanado akokot? Aga say yebua Nanado for.
Yeah. Now it's
but it can happen in
laws are meant to be tested. Me, I'm a firm believer of the fact that no law should be etched in
stone. I'm just reading the headlines. Yeah, we'll come back to that.
But to know that Justice Eni is there, no, then the sense left it. No, but Supreme Court judge, you know, it was serious. I mean,
so because of conflict of interest, we can decide not to let him sit on the case.
No, but he's still the Supreme. You see, it's more like finding a God after God to come and judge a case where God is involved. That's how I find it.
Akufo-Addo under pressure to apologize for flouting COVID-19 protocols at Sir John's funeral. That is also another headline. COVID-19 blames Sir John's family, not NPP, for mass gathering. Freddie Blay. That's an interesting one. We'll be looking at that too. So we have to look at both sides.
Yes.
Sampine also did talk about the fact that Nanado called the burial. I didn't go to the funeral, but we saw. But what is the difference between the burial?
No, but it was at the funeral grounds. I have the pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sampine also Wankobi.
Sampine is my friend. I met him.
Oh yeah.
It's an interesting one. You know, I did my chance.
80 no. So more or less we'll be looking at Sir John funeral, the GMA Foka, and then this
who is that?
This NDC MP also made a call. not Muntaka.
Akando.
Akando.
Yeah,
Akando.
Muntaka. I'm gonna speaking about
Omakasa, yeah, I have the audio here of Akando.
Okay.
With regards to what the stance of the opposition NDC are, members of parliament.
Exactly.
Akando, as can say, Kwabna Minta Akando. Honorable. In fact, Neuraho said these things should happen, especially coming from the president of the Republic of Ghana. Now see Bimo Kase and Yana Nadu ne organize Tiyanko organizers so no bisa say per develop woman kanokra. How can you tell me say president could be a MPP Penine, former secretary, former forestry commission, and then you are saying say and Yana Nadu ne organize here said Freddie Blay canon. Inti emblemu say John family. But baby as Nanado Kubia our president no ne kasa kire o man no say protocols ni endi so no e wo say emre bia esese Nanado aban betumi ahwa me dia ya adwuma nsa no akoho because on say wo ye the president all eyes are on you and na wo na wahye mra no inti baby a wo kono so wo kona say wo ka say organizers no na a flouting mra now president na wa won so ho and the protocols you are telling us to observe are not being observed. Then it becomes an issue. Say Nanado obi na ye na ye na issue ni ba ya na Nanado anko bia na oni ho bia na vice anko bi oni ho bia a different thing. But where omu wo no there the media will be akrom ha will be worse.
See, that's what Jojo was saying. Animal farm book not trend. It's so very prevalent in the African time. I read, I didn't understand, but I could say 4 less bad, 2 less good. Your one day one can say why a speech, State of the Nation addresses 31st January. What can say gathering? No, more than
25 from education, just like we did yesterday. There have been some new developments with education issues and Rana canon. Now. On him, ACP Kwasi Ofori.
Yeah, Kwasi Ofori. No, a former PRO.
Yeah, or a police.
Yeah,
police penny.
No, yeah, or did him no DSP. Decided we could do assistant commissioner.
Mu police for. Nah, and then me beza obeye dissection.
Me biebie muna me fifi muna.
Adentina Ghana police penny because Ghana mabunu mu police for. Is there a reason for the youth?
Yes.
Not to respect. He was talking with regards to
end. It's not given.
He was talking with regards to hashtag fix the country. Omuni police nyas our confrontation. Omu kokotrom the way they reacted to the police and that and all they can say Ghana mabunu any DM farmer police. I mean Kromha Obiahu police are no true.
Yes.
Why is it not the same in our country?
But even here, when they are numbers,
dissectomy.
Yes.
And then on the issue.
Exactly.
And by linking to fix the country, Nina. But let's start off from education. And Rana about standardized test. And then educationist Bakwa Bekase, you need textbooks. Just like the issues we were talking about yesterday. Say you see a standardized test, you need textbooks.
You don't even have textbooks.
Problems now, what the dano. And I ye person sign ye then. Epie na you say your problem.
This man.
And to say ye standardized test our education there. As I said, problems of infrastructure, textbooks near deno. Ye basics na rana ye can no. It should all be laid square.
Yes.
Before we can proceed.
Yes.
He didn't condemn the idea. He thought the idea was good. But before obey party no, untumi mfrɛ nkɔfo abra uni venue. What I say? You call people say pahina be party na be party. When you're ready for the party.
The idea is lame. I mean, sometimes if you did not condemn the idea, then he doesn't even know what person. I don't know what he's saying. I've done much more research.
Said the idea was good, but
I've even changed my mind. I mean, standardized tests take you to a next level. I mean, the whole world over. No, America's standardized test is better, which we are found baby for just to evaluate and see how well you are doing. So that standardized test is now one fan. SAT, SAT, which you are baby, which your LSAT, which the call baby, which your OAT, which the call baby, which your NCLEX, which the call red baby. That's a standardized test.
A standardized test without textbooks for pupils. Kufia Sari.
That's what should they even do to move from class 4 to
Kufia Sari, executive director of Africa Education Watch.
CSO. So it's an CSO.
Or educationist,
yeah.
We're challenging the minister Aduchum to see to it that standardized test for pupils in the primary 4 is implemented properly and not to suffer similar fate of previous programs.
The word now post that's why like we should even have na word now standardized test. Anyway, you work on a jam from when jam near there. Because at the end of the day, that's how it should work. They are kids. They can't even mention it, and it's the first line. But I think for me, it is not too necessary. The problems there need to be fixed, and that standardized test. And you see, virtually, I don't know how it will benefit eventually. Okay, me say, oh, akwalabiti, brahabe bomi. Oh, okay, ne mati week. We try some mati failing into then. And then homo. And I show you, the teachers will now teach them better, or they will now send them logistics for them to be able to teach their kids. You see, sometimes you shouldn't just say that because it's a concept, it has been adopted in Singapore, in California, Missouri, so it will work in Ghana. We're just deceiving ourselves. Some things are just not practical. You need to look at what you have and make sure that you see. We said it last time. We said it yesterday that there's no way a school in East Legon will be compared to a school in Binduri in terms of basic amenities near there. But there should be some basics.
Binduri as I saw careful to be gated.
Exactly. Say Binduri Internet Cafe. So it tells you that the level of poverty near there and how it works. So you can never try to. There's no equity anywhere. There's those who think the world is fair. I've always said that they are now in rehabilitation centers because they overtrusted people and the people let them off. Some of us have been victims by keeping our heads above the waters. Well, so the issue here is that I don't think the problem confronting Ghana today is a standardized test for people's 8-year, 10-year-old kids. Never me what you are the problems that you're having. Let's make sure that teachers that they are trained teachers. It will be maybe someone say somebody wrote a beautiful article for me yesterday. Say we call public schools are even the teachers there now put them back private schools are who are not trained teachers. Is it not the upside down story? Some people love public schools because they believe that fine, I'll have access to teachers more basic education there, and they know how to teach kids for them to pass and get their attention, even special kids with special needs. But here, I remember most of the teachers who taught me today, some are even in the USA, they were not really teachers, but because they had learned that time more UCC near there, more uses from near there, but they were good and they taught us to pass. But I can sit back and tell you that certain things called public schools who are colleagues are more kind and how they were taught, I get fascinated. All that talent was not southeast and west, not southeast and west. We beside Naana how to learn it, but they have some typical learning aids. They still use them today to remember. And as far as I'm concerned, the problems confronting our educational system, especially at the basic level, it's not that we don't know, or a kid in Achimota should be tested like a kid in Takrady before you can know other problems that we are pertaining. So I think the educationists went there, maybe not to condemn and make Ghana, culturally you don't tell people that they have silly ideas. You only find a way to clothe it that problems there on them standard test and yet problem when na me boy me den na problem no, but the na kadie na be ma test na atwe say okay akwa bi tia say or trobi because he also has access. You be say computer, what is a mouse, what is this onu so hu bi da o me bi di krada krampa, the teacher has one or the chomo
but not one so but Prof, Minister Baso, I don't know why you totally don't like the idea, but because research group of for education studies, you're from IFEST. Omar commended the Ministry of Education for proposal to introduce a national standards assessment test, NSAT, for primary 4 pupils this year. Now, IFEST for tracking of students' performance, in addition to monitoring the fidelity of implementation of the standards-based curriculum, a key to ensuring improvement in learning outcomes. These were contained in a statement issued by the acting executive director Peter Anti, I don't know, so Anti and Anti Peter Anti on Monday. Gift Anti. Okay. It comes in the wake of announcement by the sector minister Dr. Yose Duchum that standard-based test will be conducted for primary 4 pupils periodically to assess their performance. Dr. Duchum announced this Sunday. So
no, you see, they are entitled to the opinion.
But IFEST is concerned about the sanctity and validity of the assessment, recommending the National Council for Curriculum Assessment, NACA, to handle the test. While we are not oblivious of the enormity of work involved in organizing such a national test, which might make the West African Examination Council the default choice, it is our considerable opinion that the NSAT should be spearheaded by NACA, with WAEC as the collaborating agency. I first trust that such an arrangement will strengthen the institutional capacity of NACA and position it to be able to oversee national examinations.
I find it frivolous. I find it useless. I mean, personally, that at that level, class 4, the problems in Ghana is about writing a standard test. The whole Ghana standard test and Anchobi when there are schools under trees and people are traveling miles to go to school near the end. I don't know, but the beauty is that they also feel that, oh, it's okay. You see, sometimes people think that Accra, Naana, Ghana, Takra, the Kumasi, a bit of Sunyani, Tamale. But you are talking about going just some 10 kilometers into the hinterlands where they can't have you access to proper 4-corner school walls to sit in. Don't say this is what, but you find way to spend money, print papers, carry it on our chest, take it there for them to go and write. I don't support this, but at the end of the day, that's the beauty of our democracy. 5-10 years from now, you come and do proper evaluation of the situation and see it. But I think that the problems living through China, UK to this point, what the kids need is we making tailored, measured situations. Life, America has they don't learn about the whole America. Your state becomes your focus. When you know you do stage B, then you are adding more to it, because the learning should be tailor measured to suit the exigencies of that particular place. But to tell me that a kid who sits in Accra should write the same standard at P4 test, a kid in Tamale, anyway, in there, I don't know. I first for no yashe. At the end of the day, maybe creating some avenue for people to have a job to do near there, and the results will be telling. You show you answer, you say okay. At the way you show you into well, I don't even get it. Every standard test I'm showing on the meter say abrochia and standardized tester and for the next level. But P4 near try that could P5. Into some will be failed, or you just get to know that okay, I'm on yadi.
So that will help with the placement, either to, just like you said, move on to P5 and answer performance. No, we have to retain you.
That will be the basics now. That at the end of the day, it's because my school
no, but see they want to know the problems, strengths, any idea of maybe other schools.
Schools and more crossing streets in there, money access to proper forward classroom. You think the standardized test is going to eliminate those problems for us?
Well, I know they say they can't.
So no, some standard test way into much then that's what I want to know. Maybe I might be lay in all this. So maybe so say analysis in Kwalabiti baby, they don't have access to a 4-corner school. They have to travel miles to access school. Maybe 8 years, 10 years. But you say, you know what? You still want to assess them just like the kids in East Legonia there to know their strengths and weaknesses. In the actual way, and then he said, you say, okay, Mote, Kwabre East, a Krasibi or Honoma, Moni school, into much standard size, my idea, ain't your bed. It is not practical. It is highly improbable and impractical to make that decision. We should rather get tailor-measured solutions, and infrastructure should be in the bane or we are than the human resource. Infrastructure was some teachers now a bold culture of silence in the film. And your WhatsApp group near the end. Obi to me quick crassy, no, share honey and me about 7 child you ready, share damn say. Those are some of the problems we are talking about. Opopa, in your platform say we a teacher now a crassy bina school diner what the chenkolana then. Your video not send brand and find yet show. But you will get to know the realities on the ground. Where people carry their own chair to go and sit, kitchen stool to go and sit in the classroom to be taught. Ye poor no we pay na second batch I got someone. Ye be one my class 1, 2, 3 ye class in the boom. Because they don't have rooms for them. Those are some of the things I'm seeing. I don't see them say, oh mom teaching from you are going to give them a question paper to answer. And it's starting now. Opo, let's go on. The more I think about it, the more I live. It's absurd for me that kids are motivated for me try and you come on question paper, mom answer, just to know how whether they are doing well or not. Why
Professor Agyeman announced and the Minister of Education Atubiaman back for her comment yesterday saying SSC Ghana Troy and last year no nkwala no pass because you leaky questions no Emma Omo. Manucho, I don't know your point on that. Now, Professor Naana.
Yeah, I've read this.
Professor Naana Opoku Agyeman's statement about WASSCE pass inappropriate. Education Minister Fumes. Now, and I'm quoting him. This same group whose performance is supposed to be so outstanding that we shouldn't be taken. It's the group I am referring to, okay? And they went and wrote the exam. We heard of the leakage of exams. We heard of invigilators being compromised. We have heard of many, many things. And we also saw the students come out and speak up about, no, this is not what we were told would happen. Now these students have A's and we are happy. It's up to us. She accused. It's where yeah, and come Professor Naana Jane, Edi or say Ghana education no SSE you know omo AVI invigilators cry say they were compromised. The Professor Osei Aduchum say see ono Minister for Education and ono so there or the etudwa efa the Naana Professor ekan no.
And that is what I'm interested in, not a situation say chinchina meka say and no be an ekoso o memu na na Opoku Agyeman yan person me bondi o yo bi asa bibibu no enema wo ye keka eka no emfata are emfata say ubetimi pa ka say enkwala no so hwom ko mu wi amu ntu no mbo modern COVID-19 time enkwala edi akokoduru akotena dem aye nso hwe na onni bibi mu ase a wo bo no kro no teacher for edi akokoduru akotena classroom a kira de ma nkwala COVID-19 nyina mu matimi ya de awofo agya omoma omampani kai nti omamoma akotena akoye nso hwe omukọ bo modern a wo se nso hwe ni chinchinchina enso hwe no omo anwie mu anko omo anya de na se wa be ka tell say wo na ye minister ne de nkwala no bo modern pa na sam ne de omo anwiem enti dumre bia ne amama nwosem na akyekire yen ya ma yentimi nyie ho emmoa ma Ghana fo hu se de oman no koba bi papa no muta ye kira ye betim de oman akoduru ba bi papa me de NDC for ya de pa meka de menso me ye no me bo hu dawru Ghana fo de betu nsani ani na o ma hu se de opani ka kire yin eye nokre ana anye nokre me nko ka se seven producer de omu ye bia ye bone ansa na me de na ye papa me de ni betimi aye na edutwam omo so de ye papa
edutwum sani de ni be edutwam ya was say edutwum education minister no
Manu, so this is what the Minister for Education had to say. His reaction to Professor Naana Opoku Agyeman statement on WASSCE pass.
You see, some of these things, when you get them, there are two schools of thought. So we'll read it extensively to really have it. Now, I wanted you to even help. Was there leakage in 2020 WASSCE near the end? Because
in fact, I didn't follow that story.
Yes, but there are stories online that you can call. Even there's one professor, the Dean of School of Education and Leadership, University of Ghana, Professor Jonathan, says the magnitude of leakage in this year's WASSCE is unprecedented. He says the questions leakage through the details of examiners put the country's education in serious problems. That's a professor, Anopa Bosuo, who made that call. Now, why can I also report the my cyber crime unit? You can say questions be leaky. I say why orders investigation into the leakages 2020 WASSCE examination. The West Africa Examination Council has given orders for investigation to be carried out into the many leakages in the 2020 WASSCE certificate examination. In fact, WAEC in its press release claims that the list that was leaked on social media is only a provisional list and that has not been finalized. Furthermore, WAEC proceeded to report the incident to the Cybercrime Department of the Ghana Police Service. Currently, there is an ongoing investigation into the matter. Moreover, WAEC assured the general public to remain calm and believe in their time-tested mechanism to put in place over the years to ensure the sanctity of the exam process. Indeed, what are some of the arrangements? Yeah, you see, so the point here is that Professor Jane Akasa, now, no, so I cannot say we should give. Some people genuinely wrote the exams and they passed. It is all generalized and say the pass is and due to leakage. Where I agree with Honorable Edichum that some of these things and would generalize and it puts our credibility, hard end results into a bit of bad news. But the truth is that a lot of people have also spoken about the fact that the credibility of our WASSCE, so they need to work on it. You see, we shouldn't make it a tug of war. I think that the honorable professor could have found ways to calm down and not sit on a platform, because it was something to anyway. That's another story. So I say, friend and I felt it was a rhetoric. She's training herself to be a politician.
So they are all professors. Yes. I don't know which professor you are referring to.
Professor Jane Opoku. I don't know. Yeah.
You're on the cancer. It was a very extensive interview. Yeah.
Yes, on American. But I refer to a professor too at Legon. On so can say magnitude of the winner high. There been high magnitude of winner. Why can sample report?
When the cancer, no.
Your friend, Professor. Oh, maybe on the demo. Professor John Fletcher, Jonathan Fletcher. He's the Dean of the School of Education and Leadership at the University of Ghana. Well, on WASSCE leakages, 2020 leakages, then read some of the stories that came up. Mitchell said they even to top it up on why a foreign sample reportee, the cyber crime unit at the Ghana Police Service, to look into why some of the questions were supposedly.
But I'm reading a release here.
Yes.
Maybe
denied.
Yeah, I'll say a major news. WASSCE denies leakage of mathematics. This was specific. Maths examinations, September 28, 2020, 11:27 a.m. The West African Examination Council (WASSCE) denies leakage of its mathematics paper. This comes as a student begin to sit for the exam. The WASSCE examination are 4 months behind the schedule, right? Due to largely the outbreak of the COVID pandemic in the country. That's it.
Yeah, there are various stories. There are science 1 and 2, no. But other stories and so on. More report cyber crime unit in there. You see, but the issue here is
so because what was the time of SARS story? No, person we cried the Akufo Accra, international week. Unza why kisa nye nkwan. Enti omo press release no na me kwohwe the docket no. Title of the press release, why denies leakage. All the years in August. Yeah, and this is the memory year September 28. And I would near day
August 2nd, 2020.
August 2nd. So that was
leakage of science 1. Paper 1 and 2.
So that was earlier, right?
Yes.
And this is
science
September.
Paper. Now, once near
mathematics.
Yeah, mathematics paper and so by September near there. In any case, you see, the issue is that for me, the professor saying it in that manner threw some shade on those who have genuinely written the paper. But questions leaking in Ghana near there, so and it has been there. And I think that the reason why
I know Naana minister Nekasana say the momo ye no me metna ha me condemn say enye ansa na me media just like you rightly said.
Yes.
Me start question leakage ni ade free bag Ghana cancellation enye ne. So it is a professor Naana Jane, just like you were saying, now it is she's trying to kind of darken everything that maybe free SHS no the idea Edia break Ghana. So I say first time we are not saying that yet, but this is just like you said. It's been there from United time. Leakage of questions.
But see, I wanted you to read other experts and so on. Time I say Professor Jonathan Fletcher then so I said the magnitude of the leakage this year is unprecedented. It was a fine.
Not just this year leakage. What was the date of that question? Because one said the end point
24, 2020.
Yeah, the end point comes back to the same WASSCE launching investigations and they coming out to deny.
Yeah.
What my point? I say, if it was substantiated, maybe I know some time and some the bar say papers not leaking any adeno. And I be as a professor no to make it that.
Another one's word keep asking. Meanwhile, the lecturer at the Cape Coast University says the head of the WASSCE in Ghana must take ultimate responsibility for the massive leakage. According to
this leakage has been there. I mean, WASSCE should take steps to stop really, there because Mekaisa some few years ago they said they were going to do some massive changes.
Yes,
that was under President Mahama. Leakage be by Emma. I think say Satam Granny or Rock FM. Emma omo say omo the measures be grab as questions no no come ka say why I feel makai why inside this for no omo ko chibi
yes
omo ko chibi sometimes under President Mahama Mekai Pani or
where people talk about fix yourself, and sometimes I buy into that one too. Say some of these things once we leave it into the hands of politicians, na say questions in your printing or Ghana Mekai time e ko BC
to da na ni Manucho ko o kan ya o de dia Opoku Manucho that he is my man today. Last week Friday or Thursday Manucho why Manucho that is the beauty of
this job.
Yeah,
you see tell me yankwala no woko GSTS a question said begu on man the lock and kinu say ha say na wo chain eba no. That is where the problem is. You see sometimes I feel that the political angle makes us defeat all that we want to do.
Because now Professor Naana Jane cannot tell us ne breast leakage ama.
Yes.
You see sometimes I bet you when we try to politicize everything just idea no e bin see wo idea with Chairman Rollins say Rollins started SS.
Yes.
Rollins started SS.
Oh, of course.
Me call SS. 94.
94. No, we are 94.
Me we SS 94.
Yeah,
SS 91. Me we SS 91.
Exactly.
Me we SS 94 December. What is that time we December?
You should have Rollins started JSS no. Say JSS now translated by SS.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
The start was the JSS.
Say JSS ni SSS na buy.
Exactly.
JSS for new year. No call SS.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like the start and because chronologically they are not started JSS. Born SS.
Because after 92 for 95 for credit, some schools except for leakages.
Yes.
So this thing has been there. We are not saying it's good. We should take measures to kind of
to curb it, to nab it in again to me you be a few on them. But me my interest was other professors no so cabin won't say I quite say because of the political angle sometimes it becomes a bit awkward say or they score political points for NDC. But beyond or no so no, some professors have also spoken that at least the level of leakage is not there. They're all in the education sector. But Professor Jane should know how to really clothe these ones to talk.
Enra na educationist for ni bi kasa I think say Nagra no was it Nagra Ghana Education Service in Penifoni bi na also Ekeke Professor Naana Jane say ne breso does you know the things that happened and other on kasa about ni CC or ne breso leakages so and what did she do as an education minister, knowing say there were leakages in the system, or no be a minister no, and then or to prevent it. Until there were a whole lot of people also speaking and hitting back at her yesterday.
Yeah,
but I mean, if you do that, so
well, Joy FM cry extensive one on the leakage investigations, the cyber units of the police side because it was big, it was huge. Like you're saying, maybe after everything they came out because people were putting the questions up, weighing a buy. That is when a leakage is considered a leakage. When people are able to show questions, say we had this thing beforehand,
not just speculation.
And you see, where I think people have problem with Professor Nese, Honorable Professor Nese. The truth is that even at university level, I've seen
it's been there.
And sometimes it's worse at the university level. So be to me producing question, be part chemia. You're quite not my time they may be, but recent time. I don't want to even mention the school now. Then I say you are giving credence or you are putting them in a bad light. So the mom say one or call by another questions now. Say win a buy and night before the exam. See a problem, a systemic problem in Ghana, systematic problem. So we should all help to remove the political lens, so that it goes off. I will say that I don't believe in equalization. Say say sometimes it makes it murky. But the truth is that WASSCE should be serious and try to eliminate this one. Because people genuinely learn. You see, in this one, yeah, no politics side. Yeah, me and so be genuinely there. No, 60. No, be a chapo. Yeah, more be no 70. Sometimes it's not fair. The world has not been fair. But the truth is that the questions leaking and leaky here. The children rather suffer. Somebody genuinely deserves a chance at university.
Nobody is saying leak here. But me problem I'm with Naana Opoku Jane. You see, sometimes we've just got to be fair. This leakage of questions didn't start today. You see, it's been there.
Yeah,
it's been there. That's what I'm saying. Me Kaisa, even me offer say Frank, ne dear Frank, they me refi ya school.
Yeah,
but school ne omo people mu twa mu san yare marking because of leakages are then. It's been there.
No.
So where
Most of them maybe at 2020 there and it took a different. I wish you could play my Joy FM Ninya say it was huge in August 2020.
Huge as in what? Evidence no way. What shows huge as in speculation.
Exactly.
But why? Because
my cybercrime unit
exactly.
That is how huge that me shafi.
No, but Manucho, it becomes huge if there is credible establishment. And I probe say okay because Mekai said just like I was telling you, Mahama time no. Minim who was the minister then. I don't think it was Professor Nano James. Either Mills or Mahama time early into. There was a leakage. Why for they got arrested.
Yeah.
Why for leaky questions?
We didn't solve. Solving
from Omunu to printing. And almost the same Omo printing. Omo questions. So maybe point and he said these things have been there. Your time, some happen. We are not saying it's good, but people wrote exams under your term. They got it right. You didn't talk about it.
Yeah.
Into Ube now as former minister for education. Then Kwalana passing to Ube Manaya to say questions are leaking for the first time in the history of Ghana. Into Nobia Passia.
They did so well.
You know say if another person who hasn't been an education minister is talking, it's different. But my question is, you see, do they just pass through? What did you do as a minister? Because what education system for so long?
Yeah.
Into your opportunity to be the minister, no measures being an opportunity in place. I'll free on a what to say. Oh, I did these measures. I'm buying. I want to be here from my say, and therefore this might have happened. What's my point? And I say. When you just come and throw a tantrum, say, oh, and Kwalano passe yeti, also make kind interview, no, or say we all heard of leakage. So, or say we heard of leakage, we heard of this, we heard of that, and Kwalana nya is a niaji.
Interestingly, I was going to call by once WASSCE leakage is 2020.
Yeah.
In that by we call 2019, so why initiate investigation into 2019?
I was
every year behind.
Until I make a since I started even first batch for no crown on a man for say, oh, Omunya, Mameka Samucho, Ghana, Escafomana, ne Coscu, you for mana. Dormitory they call a can say prep, right?
Yeah, prep.
Yeah, you could prep. You could they didn't me guys be no hey money need me talk yet they buy one himself moton.
Oh yeah, of course.
They sell, that's the point. Yes. Two my minister we for by so opa those people obi 100 questions, you know. Why either or should
A, B, C, D,
they have the questions before you go 60 questions.
That's never been fair.
No marco yeah. Was a confess no 60 and I told them to call 100.
Yes.
No marco no mko. Nti sa yare win a yare or mine yare check. I agree with her, so we should fix it. But when you try to downplay say oh free SHS nearby and so much on that's where I have a problem with this. Madiania Central, I say Ghana a problem even when you were there. We have a problem, systematic problem with leakage of questions near Zamzimuria. And I know idea as I say, share na you two as here. But when also no yes say oh we no macha
the problem especially the problem I have is I wish I could listen to the extensive interview. Maybe because sometimes they pick where but making news in because the truth is that 2020 then was
but it was transcribed. I don't have the audio here. I had
cybercrime unit say Roland Walker cry interview.
It doesn't matter. I understand.
So in a professors Mr. say Charlie is massive and they need to be careful near the time
professors have spoken all over. It is not the first time.
For me she mentioned it. We shouldn't just put all the blame say oh I'm passive but if it's getting worse we need to care a bit.
No, I've said that.
She said and I say then every year in year out in they continuously do this. That is where the problem are. But to put every the effort I'm passing at the doorstep of leakage in it, I think that is why it's a low blow.
None of the issues that she said in the Naana and Oka say it was established or say we heard
yes
you can use rumors to come to a conclusion. No, listen, the same group, this is Naana Jane, and I quote her, this same group whose performance is supposed to be so outstanding that we shouldn't be talking, it is the group I'm referring to, okay? And they went and wrote the exam. We heard of the leakage, that is the first we heard.
Yes.
We heard of invigilators being compromised, that is the second we heard. we have heard of many things, and we also saw the students come out and speak about, no, this is not what we were told would happen. Now these students have A's and we are happy. It's up to us. To we have, I'm not saying that totally they all cannot. Yeah. I mean, every year I'm with her, say exams leakage ba, papers AP de bia. But what I'm saying is, she is making it. Yeah, that's why man, I isolated cases. We more passive because
this way the Akufo-Addo graduates. See, I mean,
the make us answer. Asem na who can here. Yeah, yes. But man, isolated cases. I said not to say attack in this case. No, I just say free SHS for no. What's my point? And I say, yeah, because we have free SHS for first batch. It could be possible.
Yes.
But if we don't have evidence to back it and you just speculate, we heard that, then you are not making any point.
I agree.
Man, yet to say Ghana in our area exams yenim say in leak since Adam Ebenezer Okra say university exams okra bia AP no. It's been and I own him enya Ghana nkwa yare o. Uko Nigeria, it's even worse. Yes. So, anti-Africa for Nankasa Debiaka, you don't know what is wrong with us because ye pebibia easy. And it goes back to what you were talking about yesterday, your curriculum, any way of learning. At the end of culture, you can imagine, think, practicalize, understand, and go right. As a South China, the exams you copy textbook.
Yes.
The textbook
understanding even at university level. That is how worse it is. Anka university. You should be answering the questions, the why, not the what is. What is this? What
mitosis.
Is
biology.
Yeah.
This the Nkofo omo invented from say Watson and something.
Biology aba.
Yeah, biology aba.
Meiosis and mitosis.
Yeah, mitosis.
Me my biology me.
So, DNA. Na yesuanti won say ye hwe textbook ni zamanucho. Na o hwe baba because ade no kra yam found collab any actually say this is mitosis, this is wait. You see
meiosis and mitosis.
Into one so hwe baba. Into that is the problem. We have a big problem with education sector. Into me problem with her and say she shouldn't make it a case of isolation. I say we mununko na passy because of from since I SS by minim the man could be the minim but since I SS but every year be leakage ba and idea be starting one now according 2 now quarter 3
then it gets worse.
It gets worse. That is how
I have problem
if we don't seal it.
Well, I have problem with not punishing. You see, the system should punish so that it will deter others. But you see, again, and I say, or Yena say, when you now the other one to do it. That is where the problem is because over the years, your jail will be 10 years.
Only
for example,
Naana Jenti ho leakage by.
Yes.
Leakage by. You know why? Because every government doesn't want it to be the bad one. Yes. That became the challenge during your time.
That's our problem.
Yeah, we politicize everything.
Yeah.
If the students didn't pass well, Professor Naana Opoku wouldn't have come and say this.
Yes.
Come make us out and go more anya come make us ada because a free SHS and no more ya into so attacking.
Yes.
So but the genuine problem no for more say you shani to say of leakage question is a leaky a free Ghana a leaky from Adam.
Yeah.
So we have to keep that.
I agree.
So as I see yes because I walk watch and it's not helping us. Ukwa no akọ baba the obeti kakra na was young cry just okọ. You see a final one you be that. So we started testing 9 also run passes now we last baba last queen very baba ni sana
kwada to dem
Uchra utimi chro line is na refi baby oh ha cry where the bench ho no dey pen yes say no akai no san to us because any bi ho
about retentive memory
e bi ho uchra na refi bi now why I say now they now just say how the word be be show no because why anya ntema dey aka no so we be education system we need a total overhaul.
It's rugged.
We need a total overhaul. That's why there's so much come hanging yes. But the point is say sometimes it's easy.
Yeah.
And I'm a math maybe a graduate and I'm one math class and I'm taking commercial math. Now the professor, because I did it in Ghana, the professor has his way Unza method, unza math, you can use so many methods. So because I understood commercial, now me a good or commercial maths for Ghana pa. It me yeah, it has no more method. No, it seems now it seems we be mammy.
Almost to the various beyond Tiasia crowd. Like they should can cut corners and stuff.
Even equations and inequalities. Sometimes simultaneous equations and stuff.
But
me use me method
elimination.
Elimination. No science. Professor Anushia say, wow, that's amazing. I like it. You see, I like when people understand situations and they solve it from different angles. But Ghana
go be team share. Now
why you switch teaching method?
We go be a substitution. I say S is equal to S minus Y 2X. Not the shape. Now of course, I mean, every step is 1 mark.
1 mark, yeah.
You mark. I will not mark the answer. Answer the win be into my market steps. So you just have to.
The education no problem. I agree with Naana Jane, but the more on the case of isolation, you have a big problem in education sector.
The issue is that you do points where you can't blame them. About me as turning to a politician, she's also turning to a politician. Into the piano, Into Ama, sometimes we look at them with that lens.
No, but I won't say. You see, sometimes everything. We have to be fair. On the way I do Kasai.
Yes.
And I like the way he spoke like a real patriot. Or say NDC4 did good things. I will say it. I won't sit here and politicize to condemn theirs to make mine better. That's how I want us to approach issues. On the education problem, no, I want NDC and NPPO. A national problem in the whole education sector. Say a shadow from political angle.
Yeah,
because NDC comes to power, they also want it to be good, to look good in the eyes of the public.
Of course.
Sano moya no ntina education in you know because NDC ba na say see so mo ba na say free SHS nkra da so ho na nkwala no control exams no mu failure e dey na MPP for beka ye jama o mu say am already o maye no o ma say no
yes
so that and only yare no
yeah of course I say you politicizing no at the end of the day you see just after the impression created. That's why after exam for the students were misbehaving because the impression was created that you be pass it, you be political near they are passing near there, but because they decided to also give them standard tests, they were not happy. We need to curb it. Remove some of these things. I mean, at the end of the day, once they have the power, but you see, but let's just hope. Let's just hope, say Ebeye.
Let's just hope, say Ebeye. Unity Radio 103.9. Yada inu abema Maxwell XL, Kwame Obian Wachi, and everybody who is with us on Facebook. Yada munina asi sama joining. Manucho, you move on from the education sector. Say education news the bay here pa.
Yes.
Because education one money backbone. Yeah. Say you share education ye na share kwalana de na ye bien kwalana ni a Ghana within the next 10 years will be somewhere. It's the same education here. I can't say you know na because police fund the initiative. In same you know then we open the phone lines. Until now be extensive time to expand. But we say John no and at the next Supreme Court nullify police for injunction omujikoto hashtag fix the country for no eso na say John no de no na Ghana Medical Association for onze no omo kasai na ene na me hwe sisi a say Ghana for doctors de nti Agyeman for ani abre no yes Ghana doctors mako
10
plus 19 and ewu
from COVID.
Yeah. 19 Ghanaian doctors frontline work omo ko amanfo amanfo that is why GMA any abreno 19 doctors
Ghana COVID no it's I'm say they don't even believe it. I'm say obi awewu ananso say obi suffer be maybe that I'm in that soup. Sometimes I understand how it feels, but people wouldn't lie about it. Even Rollins cry there talks about it. Even say John they cry there little snipers say Charlie COVID Diana and but still people don't care.
Okay.
Now affecting leadership.
See, President Akufo-Addo attended the funeral of Sir John. Said he together with his ministers disregarded COVID-19 protocols. GMA wants the law to deal with them. Now, President Nana Akufo-Addo, Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, Chief Justice Enin Yeboah, and other top government officials who flouted the COVID-19 directive on funerals and attended the late Koju Owusu-Efriye's funeral should be prosecuted, says the Ghana Medical Association. In an uncharacteristic tears press statement dated June 7, 2020, 2021 and signed by GMA President Dr. Frank Ankobia and General Secretary Dr. Justice Jackson. The medical doctors only fell short of outrightly saying the president should be prosecuted. Video cited online by Ghana Web shows how President Akufo-Addo was surrounded by a crowd of excited mourners at Sakura Unu in the Kwabri East District of the Ashanti region. Now, Nanado last COVID state to the nation. So fellow Ghanaians, until further notice, funerals, weddings, concerts, theatrical performances and parties are banned. Private burials with no more than 25 people can take place, with the enforcement of social distancing, hygiene and mask wearing protocols. Beaches, nightclubs, cinemas and pubs continue to be shut. Our borders by land and sea remain closed. Over time, these restrictions by the president have been flouted by either himself or other government officials who one way or the other attended the funeral. The GMA demands that for their efforts of caring for the patient not to be in vain, the Inspector General of Police should act without fear or favor in this regard. Now, my kind stories still on the COVID, you know. Over a friend says some pine say, and my kind story, you know. I'll be very honest with you. Me share headline on Manichu. Na me raho. What you some pine kind?
What's that?
Some pine say. You see, now I have just deepened my respect for Nana Komia. Now Kasa open up. Nana Komia seems to be a statesman. Oh, yes. He is a politician, not two ways about that, but sometimes he doesn't look at things from the way extreme MPP for no look at things from. Yeah. You know, and Nana Komia at Peace FM will say it is regrettable.
Yeah, because you are
Nana Komia on breach of COVID-19 or say it is very regrettable. But you see, look at Sampine say Sampine say Sir John's funeral, people congregate at markets every day.
Yeah. I met Sampine.
You see the justification.
We had an interesting bit about the cathedral. Oh, you are so engineer, Mama Kwejma, Mama no Dempa. Oh, but he's a very nice person.
No, Manucho, look at the justification.
Yeah.
Sir John's funeral, people congregate at market every day.
Yeah.
Sampine justifies, or say NPP Sampine justifies.
No, but it's as good as saying that then the president 25 per funeral was.
That is why I read. That is why I read the last state.
So it was. So I'll censor it. I wouldn't. Sampine the say the president kind of any other.
Sampine believes that John's funeral is not the only event where the COVID-19 protocols were breached. According to him, on regular basis, people mess up at markets. He also says President Akufo-Addo and Vice President did not attend the funeral of Sir John.
And they went for the burial service.
And they encourage, you know.
Yeah. You see.
But I have a video here. I wish I can project the video for the people to see. Yeah. Nanado, a man for Chan Weshia Baumia, a man for Bono, as the next president.
There was that display over there. Now, you ask yourself that as a John's funeral, is that the place to go and have some of these things? By political gains there.
Until Sampine, no, Sampine say. And yet Nanado Diano Kwana Ebrichi and yes some Sejo
which I agree. You see Sampine then I agree perfectly that Ghana will pretend to be really adhering to the COVID protocols, but the truth is that we don't. Luckily for us, by the divine intervention, we have a very good weather. You see, but
you know my problem with that.
Tell me.
It is not. I wanted to finish with all the headlines. Now come Agyeman. I know I'm picking up from Sampine angle, from Ghana Medical Association angle. No, I pick it from Nana Komi angle. But the okay nama Emma may come be said.
Yeah, interactive. All the time.
You see who is ruling the country?
Yes.
Who has the power? Who is the commander in chief? Who appoints the police commander?
No, it's coming from the fact that Ghana ain't to mean lock it down because we can't pay subsidies to people. Once say I'm gonna try, but in fact within 2 weeks market area and dear people need to buy food, people need to eat. You need country and store in terms of say technically, and the truth is that Ghana market market should practice social distancing. Social distancing, it's not easy. So we are pretending we are fighting
You see, he's not pretending we are fighting. He's justifying. He's using the marketplace to justify.
Exactly.
But even if we say market for a congregate here, when and a woman, why not or yet commander in chief of the armed forces and the Ghana police?
Numbers of
why not or Shamra? Why not? It's also Shamra Yashano. You Ghana. Yeah. You are in government, for God's sake.
I agree.
It is all better not catch a market for when your first time na market for crab butcher swa. It more capable some lead here.
I cannot not if you are, but the truth is that Christ Embassy people are still in court for breaching the
yeah,
people are so what you say now because say in that way I'm happy say fine maybe you finish also so that I don't jump the gun. Freddie Blay there say family no cry.
Freddie Blay
say family no say.
Say you was subobi boa. Freddie Blay say COVID-19. Who call Peace FM? Sa story no cry da ho.
Granted ACP radios that
interview. Yeah. I say blame Sir John's family, not NPP for mass gathering. Freddie Blay.
Yeah.
You have the NPP chairman telling Ghana for send onwa or leadi or ye chairman na or leadi ma Ghana for to abama na do send na do message mra na Ghana for niso. Or say president na kwa yeni bi na say ya flauto protocols are ma yemblemu MPP for yemblemu Sir John Obusuan for. You
see, people refer to 31st January 2021 State of the Nation being already now.
Nana Komia says it's regrettable. Nana Komia on breach of protocol. Now, according to him, it is regrettable that the crowd couldn't be controlled and made to follow the COVID-19 protocols.
The funeral shouldn't have even come on. It's not about controlling crowd.
I see it should be a learning curve for all of us. There should have been a strict security. That is where Nana or Penny or Fred will show you so Anameneka Sameka say, baby, our man Penny Beba.
Yeah.
President Ebaho. Onwa aired here so yeah Biden or yeah Trump and coming problem because Trump didn't want to
that there was
the super spreader event or see mention mask. But Nanado is a type of Biden presidency who adheres to COVID protocols and he addresses the country periodically.
Yes.
He got international acclamation for the way we handle protocol. In fact, let's say that. But say we are seeing that boy abasu because you address people kase yenye say na say wo kwa yeni bi wona Ghana police ni Ghana soldier for sha wonsa eyi a wo ko bi untumi ne YGP nkasa say masa I am going there and where I go unim say mu mess apa my opposition my opposition will make news not even my opposition fix the country more anye because most COVID protocols. These are things you into Freddie Blay catcher say you go blame Sir John family.
Good well, Yamina de Momo. They have the good will. You can't take it away from them because you don't get it. You don't get it, and the petulance is sometimes annoying. Say Freddie Blay when you have a chance to do where the arrogance, the smacks of arrogance is so pulsating, nauseating because at this point
the NPP has said the New Patriotic Party NPP has said the government cannot be blamed for the large public gathering at the funeral of the late CEO of the Forestry Commission, Kojo Ofori, popularly known as Sir John. Speaking in an interview with ACP Radio, the national chairman of the NPP said the main organizer of the funeral was Sir John's family, adding the NPP and government were just invited. However, he admitted the size of the gathering was unfortunate, although measures were put in place to observe COVID protocols. The pressure group Occupy Ghana and the Ghana Medical Association have both condemned the governing NPP for disregarding COVID protocols at the funeral, despite the huge numbers of mourners. The GMA condemns, reacting to the condemnation, Freddie Blay said, and I quote, "The arrangement was such that most of the people were going to be in mask. Be it as it may, the gathering was something else. I take into consideration the expression of the GMA and Occupy Ghana. However, however, it was the family that organized the funeral and we were invited. It was not a funeral that was officially organized by the government or the party. It is unfortunate that most of the people were NPP activists. It wasn't government or the party event. we were not expecting the numbers that were there. If you want to condemn the government because many officials were there, then I think you are wrong. The numbers were huge, and I think it's quite regrettable, irrespective of the protocols that were put in place. I wouldn't respond to that. I say touching on the calls for IGP to arrest, and they will say unresponded to that.
Okay,
I wouldn't respond to that.
Yeah, go.
I wouldn't respond to that. That is their opinion. And if they are calling on the IGP to arrest the organizers, the law makes provision for that.
Exactly. That's what he said. You see, sometimes when you hear some of these our leaders talk, I just smile. I just smile at the boat. Because trying to be very partisan, even in the midst of a health pandemic, is very dangerous. Trying to be very partisan and make it sound like Canada, they are being fussy. They are being very fickle. They don't know what they are talking about. The COVID understand that they couldn't hold it.
Kwasi practice. Why stop the protesters and do this massive funeral?
You see, that's why maybe the exact common sense is coming to me. The courts now feel that they need to
Kwasi practice.
Yeah.
Sir John, Semia Otie, Semia na Oye Adoye, Semia Nipa Penasem, Nikrubu, Semia Mujimi Diemia Dino. Ubia Roya Sir John Yebiano, is so who said, Nipa Bobo dumping.
Yeah.
I have no doubt at all. As a year names only on a Thursday.
Yeah.
Nidwadano Nanfo na omu na kaso mbeko ye ni bi no mu dosu ye pa.
Okay.
Na me nanfo titru pa obi aso beko bi. Em se sada no ele premier ko Kumasi. Ma broso. Ohun nchen. Nti obi a wo ye sejo ye bi aso hu se nipa bebo dompe. Esa se sejo na o ni papa o do nipa na nipa so edom na uye sejon ye na wunim sa na wosansu nim se yare ya bai anoshi kunipa sanyoma eboka ne ade abanso ye nhihye a efa ekwan a eye ye no ho na asese tutu nyoma ye se na ebe ya enkoye se ne ye oyi Nimankobi na me share videos no kwa na me kuma tu kakra.
Yeah.
Os me share video no ni se uyi ni padua. Benya ni pa mi no anu mo share max. We not 10% kwa mo share max. Ana social distancing no ni ho. Obi ha no pe omo bo se ni ade. Nti ha mi ye kakra fine. Aban hyehyɛ ankasa a wɔde aba no sɛ ɛsi yɛ di so a ɛbɛyɛ di mpa so bɛdi so wɔ sɛ ɛdɔn yi ase na ɛnyɛ aba ɛm sɛ ankɔ yie wotie wokan Ghana Medical Association statement na ɛha wɔn yie paa ɛnyɛ wɔn pɛ wokan Occupy Ghana so statement na wɔn nso yɛde a ɛha wɔn paa na ɛnyɛ sɛ ɛdɔn na yie no nko. I think we have to be fair. And let's say John again, and you might be brave, Sisi. He done it trade fair, and go for almost more Koya sorry. Can you see her? Police for Eco Cruise, sir, if I can, or more sorry. Now, many how many trade fair there? And say, okay, South Korea, you're be telling about.
Sorry.
Oh, call all night service. Musician so na nyasem ketwa or the sunny mi pam pim South Korea be serious crisis.
Okay, Manu, eti Kwasi Pratt no okasa ya kosi say the ontias I say what I don't understand is when it comes to demonstrations we go to court in the name of COVID. When it comes to demonstrations we say there is COVID and so don't do it. But when it comes to politics or the funeral of a prominent person, then we open the way. Let's be very careful.
Sometimes.
How do you know why? 6 minutes 40 seconds.
I know. So you have to. Yeah, you have to
cut it. Yeah.
Sometimes I try to wrap my head around it. Maybe they will only find beautiful words like in a typical funeral situation there we didn't anticipate, just like we can. Not to hold brief for them, but some me analyzing. Sometimes I want to bring it from there and quash that thinking too, because Obeka say when Freddie Blay, Honorable Freddie Blay, I'm a APP chairman, or can say blame the organizers. It's not their fault that they were there. Yeah, Kwabre East district of the Ashanti region. You see, sometimes a woman here say, you are smarter than everybody. You can't be smarter than COVID. You can't be smarter than water. The drinking water, no. And no, they are necessary evils, like the word you used this morning for them.
Evil necessities.
Evil necessities. You can't run away from them. In so many ya, buntume no, ubeyare. COVID no, enim yeni nim sikeni. The whole world pandemic. It is a obikrati as in a picture said this thing happened less than a week ago in Africa. What comes of us? You see, and ACP now we want to find solutions, then we get people to now to find reasons for it, and in that space of time, even quite a peaceful demonstration when they are ready to observe all the protocols. You see, it ties into the ACP Kwasi Ofori trying to say that people don't respect the police because they've sold them. Respect is earned. It is not. It's not given. Say, give me respect, and so because Opoku them are respecting the power, Manuchu them are respecting the power, you earn it. But police for save a bamo other sites now beyond money drivers now they do be an for their family affair in TNKB. You are a client customer relationship, which is not good. Kroma say together respect. You have
once you've gotten into the discussions, Mamimbo Kwamena Minta Akando. Onko MP wa hen.
Western region be an area.
Yeah, onusun sama audituja ni ntien kakra bi from the position point na eka na bom.
Maybe we are kind of for so you lead by example and timra over years nipa go mu nyina na wasi timra so nti omampanyina odi sam rane by say wo ye na say wo ye bibia tesa eni kwan say nipa bebro adunum ekono ba omampanyini kro na no ono ne vice president ne minister ho na kotena a year sabe nipa pim ekoye bilia wo a me ne wo kasa so wo na sabe ukoye we na ebu mra ne so mpa anka enye ya yen kan kese say omampanyina nkese mu odem na de baaye no bakwako buso the government and as a president no they are here Ghana for taking it seriously in this country any longer. It is important that also Nwakasa they try to redeem his image, especially the president and the vice president. Now in the Ghana for actually.
So he called on the president to apologize. Yenti winso.
COVID by omampanyini yen hu as and when official benya pasodie bi afiri mu no hu se COVID wo nti ade omampanyini yen hu from sikaya spending on COVID from obi of demonstrating against the government somewhere near even hu se COVID wo so nti ade omampanyini kind of crunch and he cannot be taken seriously in this country. So ye utia kra wonti ase avoidable obi ti say John you cannot tell me say John you are talking about organizers. The party and the presidency should not be involved. So what prevented you from sitting down with them? So because of this situation, a young pro, they can cause amrewe. You president mua no na mufuni. COVID ya wamra. The day is see COVID. Think that the president himself he has a problem and he has a lot of questions to answer. But the reality is, let us not pretend. If you have to prosecute and now say the vice, and now say
now he was talking about the prosecution now, Ghana Medical Association. I make say chief president, no yenti there or dituja.
But the reality is, let us not pretend. If you have to prosecute and now say the vice, and now say the reality is, yes, it's true because so Obambayinda BBC here, we are no budget, but I know the what's the Ghana for? Mama share sabi irresponsibility and Fankuku one as a COVID is real, COVID will hope, and COVID in Koi. Every day we are recording cases. Every day we are recording cases of COVID. It's more being a cassette, and now someone paying a boom lanishing into the COVID in the home. One paying on phone. He doesn't care about us, he doesn't care about you. He has the best of doctors, he has the best of care, and what have you. The best say, and not the Ghana for me.
Okay, we need MP for Dwaboso, right?
Yeah, Dwaboso constituency in the Western
region. Minta Akando.
Yeah.
Also they are the two.
Yeah, very, very pertinent. I mean, I like the way he, in the last statements in COVID is real, COVID is still there.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for us, and we have leaders being able to travel to Minnesota, Kosano area, near there. But once now, what would DH now with DH? How does it benefit you? Sometimes I don't know how people think. As much as I blame leadership for not being astute in some of the rules that they set. There's just some interesting thing they see what America has here. At a point in time when a former president, former president can say, we are not the police for near the institutions can say, you know what, our allegiance is to the flag. So sometimes you believe it's to the constitution of the land. But yeah, no, unfortunately, no, Yakoma the presidency, no, I bigger the presidency, no, is bigger than all the laws in Ghana. That is the unfortunate part of the whole story. GM near the Omoke Kenya say the Yanche president Yanche Weno. Fine academicians, I know book long for Yakosku Nesi, you can't ever say the book near say President Brichi, the Yankoche President, Yanche Vice, Yanche Justice Nia Boy, they were there, they should have known better near there. It's an interesting twist. It's an interesting twist to the whole story. But the issue that we find is that why should you live in a country? Why should Shemra? See a Nipa 25 9-year gathering, police crowd chibi. I don't know that ACP Kwasi say Yembu police it's because of the way they are selling themselves. Sometimes I don't know how the rules are, but they need to be an independent institution with independent head. You are losing it gradually too. You've been taken to court and you've been defeated. It could be a Pandora box. Say you did be an injunction. Say because the court will say it based on precedents near the ACC. Say okay, when we hear and what happened, you're able to tell the presidency that you know what, it should be straight protocol. Yeah, manipulate room, no marks, no this. But to let everybody be around in there in that space and spirit, but nothing else is working. You see, Nyame Penny says, people have thrown the challenge to the president. If you live in it for civility's sake, it will on the president to apologize to the whole country. I mean, it will not change anything. It will bring up the fact that he acknowledges that it was a basic breach of health issues. Basic breach. He said, baby, I do know. We need, the COVID is not off. We couldn't vaccinate even more than 5% of Ghanaians. And variants for back and Wuye and Koye, America Crampono, still would be say fully vaccinated, you can trust it. But when you're fully vaccinated, you go with your mask. So to know that you are not staying under the rules, you set up a lot of confusion to happen. Where Bruno Becker said Banana Republic, that is what sometimes I feel we are experiencing. President in a casem, one casa washishem. So you come and say another story, we go with what you have. That as much as I agree, so baby that is the problem that is happening. The president, you begin to lose a lot of grounds. If you yourself, you are not powerful. Those times you say Rollins a car and be a pursuit. Nobody wants to flout. Yes, but Sisiano, what can we are? People don't even take you serious because you be a such no be a year, baby, not say more than 200 government. Do you have the moral courage and moral sense to go and say it? And name and say sometimes the bad news is that where I can't went to or no baby before. Oh, now president,
what is all kinds of Casanum? Or the best doctors or the best or you are number for playing.
Exactly.
For Mabunu.
Exactly.
Where are you going?
Where are we going? And the disease is there, and you don't need a rocket scientist to tell you that. First of all, they send you my update. Your my update is here, people are dying slowly from the disease and by into the public domain. In any case, I will be happy if he apologizes that this is not what you're anticipating. For Honorable Freddie Blay, another sometimes there are leaders, and I don't want the West must be guided because you don't know why he will say that you will be and blame family. No, he himself goes there.
No, the protocol is a program bia or mampeni beko bibiano. There should be a liaison officer. Yes, because untumi nka say oh motiwa na president aba no because security apparatus should be present say muhunti omampani ba no say John MPP ni we all know former general secretary of the party. You can't tell me, just like Kando said, you can't tell me some organizer abra MPP for any motion and abra president and then the vice it could be for the country.
Beyond that, if he says that then it's even throwing the president. You see, sometimes you are throwing the president under the bus. The opinion anyway, but it's as good as you are throwing the president under the bus. That what she said COVID protocol say NIPA 25. That's a John family ignorantly hold a funeral. Then you the president, you leave the comfort of the Jubilee House, put on your morning clothes, then you go there. I mean, is that what Honorable Freddie Blay is telling us? The president did not know that Mashisha Mrase Nipa 25 na eseko. Into some membra say me making sure say Nipa 25 never and I said then. You see, in their bid to give reason to every question and problem in Ghana, they sometimes make me feel sad for the president because it's as good as opposite can say he doesn't even know what he's about. That is the impression I get. To say that
why does that give you that impression?
Family, no. The president was not involved in the way everything organization family president. If it's come from one of the powerful men in the country, as far as the ruling government is concerned, it's not the news. Doesn't it
if it wasn't news, why will we be discussing?
Doesn't it leave you worried? There's a president, and is it that he doesn't know what he's about? That Odnimna to do one, he was overwhelmed by the number. He didn't know that people will be there. I saw policemen and staff over there. Where the man to know can you police? I'm happy he knows because we a police now say what to make injunction say Momo being here because of COVID. You can't have the numbers, but you have numbers to please somebody will be away with funeral in the same light of COVID now. Then what are you running? Are you a policeman? Who say me share me max? I say me respectful. Why wouldn't we enter those realms? I always say that when Obama came to Ghana in 2008, okay, I said institutions. We don't need strong men, we need stronger institutions. About 12 years down the line, I was so young. Not the crocodile one.
Some of them say,
I know. No, but this one the proper cry. Not no, but I'm not a woman, I don't moan. So what are you? Do you mourn yourself?
Yeah,
so the more you think about it, the more there's difficulty. That our institutions are being nothing is working, and sometimes I get sad. In the midst of COVID, you decide to hold this, then others decide to grant interviews, and Obisubeka said he went for the burial service but not the funeral. I mean, these are some of the words that they are saying. They are gradually pushing themselves out. As far as I'm concerned, because you can decide not to talk about it. Maria. Assembly and always away.
Sometimes say Ejwadifo Bojadabia Muko Mujomi Yankashe. Ejwadifo Mune Ruli Ghana.
So why is he a
Who is supposed to make sure that there is law enforcement?
So why is he a kwache with Christ embassy for no baby sans
na kwesi prati bisa
in the dome
ya kwati ya ngochi omukeke program no mo ya ne ekotutum pamo
they are even still going to court. Then some 1 or 2 months on, you come and tell us that some of these things are. You see why country are you running?
Your brother no Fred Worcester Naana yenene na me bisa ne say Christ embassy for timi aye na ya kwachi om no ka say organizers. Why didn't we say organizers? But police for you then they stormed the place, closed it down, and arrested some people.
Yes,
that is law enforcement. Into we nanado now say president in the Kreko Bina nanado ko do hono. As a senka police for no crowd scene. That's why I was saying, say you are the chief commander in chief. Until when there is the need for you to call backup, as a senka nana. It's me friend IGP say, hey, send some police people right here, back up. No more, if not, say make sure people wear mask. And then you who Ghana videos are now man for mask, police for chomo.
Yes.
Huh? Yes, yeah, my police for to me say Obinsha mask out to me fine no.
Yeah, so your funya can community says so that's an who you are now say Ghana for. Is them say COVID we are immune to it. we are autoimmune. Yenya immunity, not even autoimmune way. Yenya immunity to it. And sometimes you wonder that was the supreme law of the land. Is it our constitution? Is it our flag? Is it on the president? Is the supreme law?
I think so.
Or yenya on nakuma pen na me
you know, just like Kwabena Minta a candle kind. Unse a yeni the other uti kwasi prata. Also no kwane na mfufo mu ka so mbeb kobi no. Na enye small. Omo ye yie no am se park su bi sa hoso. The point any say mo feel say a yie no cannot be controlled, which to some extent it couldn't. Then Kusiprat gave some question. I can't be in Zubisa. I don't know what I can't do. So can say. At day na moon China COVID no. Any day. Enko. And I say protocols. No, you lessen the protocols based on recommendations from Ghana Health Service. Says he said, "Yeah, ebi akọ from the ebi to me aye, ebi to my ye, but make sure say obi a mask." Simple. Even if people were wearing mask yesterday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And this wouldn't be topic news for discussion. Yes, because any mobile banner will be and mask. At least mode of transmission ever low.
Yes,
because it will be
there be some respite. Some people have some ramifications that are at least. Everybody
saw say less than 10%.
Nation mask. And the president of the land was there, who has said that no money about 25. Sometimes I wonder how they think.
People will not even take this government serious because wow shemra and Obi Beka say you no nebusu say on now call.
It's not matter of I don't take them serious.
Number one gentleman of the land. Inti se wo shemra na so obi abusu baby a yemfa say hindsight o blind sight where but baby one day so making sure that there is law and orderliness. But where they come back and tell us, oh, sometimes say, a jom for Kramuma jom debia, omuti jom, Komakola, Central Market, and then Freddie Blay to see some person will blame will be a mamum blame MPP near buying, mum blame say Joe Bushia.
Nobody have the politicians, they are partisan, they will talk about it.
When one thing I like,
tell me.
Ntina krum haya na mami pe me ya pe krum ha no he. Enipa bia is not beyond errors. Enipa no matter who you are. And I say me call Lisa, ona me Lisa kunu ni di nkomo bia. Enipa bia no even so for preach kire won inform so. Oye nipa, we are humans. But adia eye kama Nema we are responsible. Nema nipa who say you like ahombrase na sa
regrets.
Yeah, regret. And he say why ya there? Why nye ni je? And I want susu say there say na na ebe den ebe ko and na akọ sa. You come back and say my people, I am sorry. Ghana ni bia wa shutting it down. And people will see they're remorseful in UNC say no, we have a good leader. A leader who is able to tell his people, no, I'm sorry. Biden did it. People do it. Leaders do it. But Freddie Blay said, catch Ghana for say, oh, mu pesa mu blame mu obidia, mu blame mu Sir John Obusuafo because Sir John Obusuafo no me law enforcers. Ghana. Is that what he's telling us?
Of course.
So John Obusuafo na hwe say Ghana na do shamra ye bedi so.
They were given that power.
Sometimes see a dreadful dread be other than yanka. A me open national and say dreadful na bar pay so me coco chichomo and I'm making sure say dreadful almost a mask. A me open national massadie. But we saw videos of people being beaten, police being given unka say a time and now they lockdown by a crown so pia. Now when you're reason papa.
Yeah.
Yet Micho near Abu, near Found, near Duoco Barracks.
Yam running a 9-day wonder. Ye, we are quick near ya relaxing. Na a kunipako. Oh, Adiana Ankoye, Ebia Agyeman said the Namusuno, Amasa, Mokofa police, giddy, be a best say, you know. Manu, what the major I know. You come out and Inkawe Adiachi ya Nankawama, Mama statement, cry, press release. And Kaufa de Blay being the chairman of the party, press release. Nanka more pagana for a because you cannot tell me the president should enact laws. Parliament enacting, not president assigning into law.
Parliament enacted bills, right?
Yeah.
And the president signed them into laws.
Exactly.
President opinion. That is why Akando said, a leader leads by example. Na say one leading na say wo hwemra no yen so ba wo de okwa yi ano beka che so enye me na me ye no e organizers the emblem organizers
you could be overwhelmed. We all make mistakes, like you say.
Yeah.
When issue apology, say.
Simple.
But I mean,
we will make sure a be in CBO.
Yes.
Na ya to aso. But Freddie Blay, Sampai, a Jadifo, a congregate. We other na Christ Embassy for just like you rightly said. Why other na Yakasa will be a congregate. Not just we are flouting on the president's directives. That is disrespect to even his presidency. So because Omampania Shamra, a Jadifo Buso. Sorry for Buso, anti president na Buso and Yeshedia. And Yamran, what is the sense of you giving us Emrasi Niso? Yareal so one sem na yekano. Hey, serious. This is Emrano, I was light-hearted because issues like this, no reactions like this hadn't come. What's my point? And I say, but for somebody like Freddie Blay to come and tell us, President, barrier no koi and was protocol observed. I was just watching the video.
Yeah.
Even if he did go only to the barrier.
No, but the barrier is what they all went to. One quote Sunday near the end. The picture video it was the barrier.
Yeah.
I mean, a number of them could see no baby now.
No, that's why he's saying, say, one question, say, oh, funeral na. Say, Ghana for the definition of funeral na quiet to say, you could see if you knew ya quaternas and only a year. So. But very, very sad.
It's unfortunate, but I mean,
my info into ya still are some Parliament records a new case of coronavirus. Now, Parliament has recorded a new case of COVID-19. A sitting MP tested positive over the weekend. Speaker of Parliament is expected to roll out new measures to keep the rest of the MPs safe. Inti issue the astarte bano boba na me bompa say Yankopon enhu ye mobo. What did I mention?
Yeah, I understand.
Oh, we are mobile nanka. COVID wave be a beba. Manka mobrophobia. Nanka and Kosro. Omo MPs, no name, ministers, ni party chairman for na a Jadiphobo Janti, Obia Boomraso and Yashin. No common testy be. No how the coronavirus feels like.
I turn it on the Bible Chavez somewhere. Don't worry. They are okay.
Yeah.
They're good. They're okay.
Unity Radio 103.9 there's like I say Richway Auto School abusu asa open driver's license krum ha ya catch the best driving school you can ever had. There was 6 James Street Krahoya is saying 65 James Street. Once there was 17 65. The street just bisect or them can dissect bisect the two buildings. Itwentemo Baku ni fan Baku binkum 70 no na ekese na 165 nation chain say how a very nice place how na rich we auto school so open driver's license Mr. Braho ye bejo di amount permit no watchra wabre unya bra for 508 459 1331 508 459 1331 508 459 1331 frame na bra na enjoy driver's license ma omubutu echi and I did you bro. Manu share fix the country. Supreme Court nullifies police injunction on demonstration. And then KSM tells Akufo-Addo to fix the country, as you told President Mills. Now, so your friend is saying Canada Japan. That makes Canada Japan taika. Say fix the country, yeah. It and also
sound biting.
I do. Some make an bebo. Canada Japan say Nanado where's omuno mu yusu ye the ema President Mills no sa where's na no so yusu the ama Nanado say yenso Ghana yen fix country no because the same thing and omu ekatre openi a friend say Professor Evans John the late Atta Mills we any.
Again, I remember the words Nana Akufo-Addo used for President Mills. So, the Vice President now should also stop using that. Nana President Akufo-Addo told President Mills If the economy is broke, fix it. So, Dr. Bawumia, the vice president, if NDC has collapsed the economy, fix it.
You are telling Dr. Bawumia?
Yes, we are using our own words.
You should fix it.
Yes, what we said to NDC. Nana said it. The president now said it. If the economy is broke, fix it. Fix it. They say, our own words, we are chewing it. Ghana for Tuaba Maya because him said NDC for collapse the economy. So no theories anymore. They've given you the power. We don't want to hear that.
Okay, enti same way I can Japan so recollect ya now recount to you know. And on a KSM so engineers to say fix the country as you told Mills. To KSM the same thing. Sanso and fix Supreme Court and nullify court injunction into boni tofa nina na. What does this tell us? For the police, what were they trying to do?
It tells you that at least you have a judiciary which is working.
Yeah. I was very happy this morning when I saw the news item.
For the past few moments, I mean, there's been some rulings. I mean, the judges were, the judge was firm. And I went swaba, and I Rastafarians in Ukraine, independent mind. I mean, they are subject for discussions and or review or appeal. So you will not say away, but. For this face the country call way in there, Claron call way in there, I'm particularly happy because the police for some time now have been sitting on trying to anything that they feel will make the government unpopular, they try to curb it with. There have been times when I wouldn't be surprised if the next line is that they don't have adequate people to man the streets near there. They will go and seek another injunction in that direction. We are getting to levels that the democracy demonstrations are part of the democracy. It should be organized. It's in the spirit and the latter, not in an anarchy moment. Everybody pay wunya. It should be peaceful. Demonstrations you should peacefully exert or tell your story by demonstrating. I mean, which is also allowed. So they getting the opportunities. You see, as a Kwandemono, I'm thinking that they can enter very good discussions with the police, whichever way knows it. They've been trying to get to the court premises now. Yeah. Court in consider but said they have a case. They are Ghanaians and they should be given that opportunity to really get this one done. So it's a good call. I've always said I don't belong to the school of thought that face the country is an anti-government call. And some of us will not even support it because past government they are all in the same soup. And say I'm anti-MPP government in no. I say I check. More opportunity. Galamsey and yet 2016 and Galamsey by. When I was there 2012 near the end of minimum you fast and be a quite check and yes percentage in and the cover of darkness near there. So we should tell you that Galamsey near the end had been there. But the height of the moment is people closer to power the Moabe Jim near there. Yeah, unemployment. The kind of promises that Bawumia gave more soundbite to be I'll transform Ghana in less than 18 months. Don't share potholes, say go Ghana. Sometimes I wonder, you see, they create the impression that people who overpromise always under-deliver. Because in Sema, when so call on KSM also went to that direction. Because at the end of the day, we saw even 2015, the kind of tweets that Akufo-Addo had, went an interview on Peace FM, and the sets of things that he said, Ghana, and I don't think that if he says today, for us to ask him questions, what are the positives? Which I can say, oh, this one's a dear. Why are dear Ghana is really on cloud 99. So I think that KSM couldn't have said it any better. That you know what, the very things you have brought to power is to improve the life of the ordinary Ghanaian citizen, make people proud to be Ghanaians. I'm proud to be a Ghanaian in the world. Because social media, in the past, the government will be a listening government. It should gauge the atmosphere in there. You could get people who are speaking for, who are also making huge cases for. But disappointment are being. Some people they are just happy because they say they like what they see. Others are disappointed, and they should see the disappointment and you should ginger them that you know what, we still have 3.5 years to right all the wrongs. And then this is January, second way June crying day, so we're not even 6 months into the second term. So what it tells us that there's some respite. There is time. Okay. There is time for you to make amends and fix the broken. But it looks like the little structures now they don't care again. one powerful person. He makes the decisions, he makes the laws, he will not even accept the laws in there. So it's good that courts and judiciary now Agyeman said they should organize themselves. We are hoping to see what they can do. Being told the law is not enough. On which in that regard. And KSM couldn't have also said it. Fix the damn country. That's the reason why we give power to some of you, so that you can help improve the life of the ordinary citizens who don't have a voice or who are hopeless.
Okay. Yemfa calls no 508-304-9394 508-304-9394. Yada sadaka se ma Nabian Barbering Salon onim se kroma be UT no anima da na wife oba Nabian be you be say UT ro ma kama owo eye Openesia ma Main Street Openesia ma store in Chaope or say walk-ins are welcome, sanso and appointments are also welcome. Nabian Barbering Salon, the super duper ultra modern barbering salon. Come and get your hair shaped beautifully for you. Sanso ne dia sadaka se Anochi Trading and Cold Store, 55 Hamilton Street. Open Nampapa and Nampapa Cold Store Papa Ujawumwa na Anochi Trading and in the Cold Store. Udu Jawaha na Uto Namwaha. A friend of one stop shop. 55 Hamilton Street. Na daruma ena omoma edi phone insegment bro. Yen sha se ene said there be a callers no tight ekano. May time mo said there be ibenya as many people as possible no motumi akire omadwen I will show no so I'm giving everybody 2 minutes na ye dia time here ho eti I'm starting with you Sammy. You are the first caller on the show today. Shall say mami
Opo me dance na management anko so amembo abaso na membo manuchu so abaso. In fact analysis amanuchu yenepo you can't get it anywhere. Me bona abaso pa manuchu be do biano Sammy me bo abaso. Opo am say ensemi abetuga ya na ne yaka ho asem me bibiri side ensemi abetuga na me de me kase ya kase mmera no anyway mmera ne ne so mampani ahye protocol se bai covenant by o mampani abeja TV so amma ya friend say the speech about 20 something speech kisani nyina no o kasa fa covenant protocol so ho e kwa yemfa so yin ho yen woro yen say yen news flash onyi mmera we mfiri ho opo. And the feature Obianwa also dimra so sing the Oshemra and I said you are dimra by in this woman when you not Akufo-Addo person and Ghana fully so the uncle could do a year na sequano before Kwanko just in place or Kasano. You should have made sure say the right thing should have been done. Because they say leadership by example. So it is what good protocols not here who what customer maybe I know more and come on the patch and come no me again. But almost we should blame the family of Sir John and not any MPP and no MPP near
Freddie Blay Nekasa Freddie Blay.
Yeah, Freddie Blay Nekasa no. Oh, and now come here say I think it's gettable. What I say Freddie Blay oh party that's all the casa in here. Is it Abba no ya na se toda ya midini ho ya. And ka dey even say and ka wo ba no be patch out. No for Ghana for patch say and no be say because every na for you na people me so so Ghana ni no hold the position and Ghana for na but MPP ni into who being the party chairman. I was expecting him to come and apologize first before Christ as any from and Numaba and Kaba. Now give to Ghana for Kuma because they see so this could never be so your party, this could never be so all year, you know, they don't put and Mobako China and I'm Mobako Katan they were booming as one. So what's what I was saying, and I want to can be on Sunday, the whole man and the show. It is very free. Okay. It is better.
Thank you. Thank you very much. 2 minutes now, so thank you very much. Unity Radio 103.9 Anopa Bosuo in Ofra. Now also Abudi. Now so Odu Adwen Freddie Aba. The next person on the line, Sami Efriwa. But what number? And 54 no. 54 no. Yeah, I would file a point to say. Who 2 minutes? Said yeah, make 2 minutes to Asumame. Yeah, how do meet you? 2 minutes and I started it out.
Yo, Opoku the other time I mean there was in the member of the show near the Mapa as the Medina we have American my Adiaka my Ghana, Yanku Shiro and Tojo and no Kasia and 2 weeks on my maybe I was running by my person my Ghana and Tony. Yeah, me talk Kakasa. mpabo we enka unity FM argument funi na enkoka wa budget for mo ni kwa madam kumelitu na mi che chairman ya wode anu America woni the me kan tell me say oyami amo mo abu 2024 NDC da o manu ede yi mi che MP ala ti di harina ajima wura mi che college ni na o ina islam mi ya Opoku ni kan na ni fe na bi wa feli Ghana fo yang I know one a catcher say coordinating Kurakulipa and Nessa Lipaga and I will go. So John coordinating a push of John and she Nipa could be better John. Yaman to me only verse at to her. Ya or might be better John Nipa coordinating a kuni. That means I'm to look at coordinating and very Ghana for Anna. You are Kokata somewhere you are not for the Blay national chairman who cut say yes, you are from Cobalt for no obviously for. But look one year you say you can't upper don't play. No smart. Let's say you must be to work. Defense minister to work, Chief Justice to work, Minister of Justice to work, the Vice President to work, all the Ghanaian people for that minimum will be to work. No protocol, ya create the Ghanaian, you can away. I know no fifth country, never demonstration, almost because of coronavirus. Anyway, then the border, okay, MPP about and look, now, we need to have to no look. Over much now, we are 25%.
Okay, what time now? So, they say we have to work within that time. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Nana Ojam Bema Buama. Nana start mami wo 2 minutes.
Yo Opoku na wasi na mentia maritu no account for na ana bifada so si ana mami pa mo mre yam for apu yam di mo ko sa posto Opoku ni pe ni buso wa ibuso do tuni abo amia ira ma chamidi party card be na wisu
matana no na minim so NDC ni ba minim so da so kita party card I wouldn't be I don't know
you are the party card be na wisu
on the so MPP chairman
oh yes sure
na wo nya MPP ni wo na no jam wo MPP ni kese no me na baby jam say Freddie Blay me sure
I mean, let me say Freddie or your CPP near the parliament.
He used to be. Now, so and there was what switch it. They said that's why MPP chairman.
My family so social battery or you and Yama Bata Yedipamon. There
was no record in Ghana that should say also a giant NDC about MPP.
Oh yeah, me say rent for no more rent mobile party no. Omo na ha party no. Ade ya ba Ghana for so kan me ma bi yes wa ye gire say ye bedo go ma come on. Say go so for ma fra de kase o mu ti so no. After o mo ko tu say Ghana for nko so pa wo mo. Anu tire mi bisa fa ni ma no. Anu ti ena mi bisa fa ni ma rent for no more ha party no. Na mu bi ye sha tie obi anye campaign amaya na obi anka bibia na da me wo party ni party ni gum exit ni obi anye campaign na me koye me sole na me MPP ni e ma me papa wo na me MPP ni o ni wo be bi ansa ma bandi o mo ha party no bi ni me se ko fa na so na ka no yen tie no fa bi ko so ya bi e beboa ama abusia na abusia ndu akofie fi ya president do abodi party ni ne ki so bi bia ba na nsi fa yen bi ni ma ya ho yen condemn se bia me ni empacho na ko ye for dem komoria obi o yi ni ho si en fama abusia for na MPP no e bi ni so ni di the party card no
yerasi Nana Ojam umre na so thank you very much Nana Ojam all the way from WASSCE mame family abema Olumai apom design 2 minutes yanko
Alhamdulillah for me hoye for mame chairman papa Mr. Dan solve dan auto repair papa Anopa Bosuo mame chairman so many na me chairman Opo
yes sir
Nana Akufo-Addo amount for say on the patch or me no amount on the patch and again. Say Akufo-Addo ba the patch or all patch or no me t-shirt say asofo na omo according to MP before the guy yabamu say omo beki protocol nti ya chi omo tin be tin there no. One patch or now obey no see compensate that for ni na. Because Ghana has no one about the law except those who obey the law. It is a net asophobic them because of COVID-19. I omuya for them kokoya sorry. Opo when come for 30 good days. The 30 good days. Opo mi busasa park kesia park ye kwa kosomoto. Anything ye kwa koya sala o mo kuna je ina nanka better. Now, so now COVID-19, you teach imam irrespective protocol. For last year, for the first time in the history of Ramadan, any son like a saying now, they will play. This year, they say, they son will play. After saying the best now for Papa can cry there so in the best now respective protocol, you making sure the social distance every year. Now still the chief imam country say no be and come for you very respected. Opoku say go hospital no. Kana say God that we can more than in saying I am cry na that say God change. I am cry COVID. Na I am cry the COVID nam campaign. And what somebody no a deputy minister of trade and then to almost share na man resign and ya kupon na sakeno. Wono na no ye MP na wo boom raso na mrani na ndi. Esa so ye MP to no de mrani na ndi. E de mrani na ndi anya we. That time so nya tia sofo bi amakuma se sofo bi ano ya tina tum ati no profo bi akawama ye de no ko je. Opo ye na mpelifoni timi ya fa ho. Men say ya rolling through here and now politics stand time ya no Ghana anti. Rolling say abusi afo so obu be ye obu rolling say ye wo voter region. MPP abane Ghana baya anti afia mama nye omu se COVID-19. Opo omo ntinya anya ye no. Okay,
we time I saw you that say.
I told about the camp. Mummy Lunkwa. Oh, I am my time. 3 minutes, okay. Mummy Lunkwa. What time in Manucha, Kasa. I am my time. 3 minutes, okay. Okay, 2 minutes now.
Memo chance, memo chance because I be musu jina switch. Why? Osamba memo chance. As I be musu jina switch. Unity Radio 1. 3 minutes dozen. A dozen. I'll sit me use 2 minutes now. My memfa menu abe my friend is say oh when on the line drop. Me
I for me na la.
David Rahman o sisi anaba. Rahman sisi anaba. Rahman
na drop.
Daddy boat also daddy boat. Me say daddy boat.
Yo, international mention.
Daddy boat. Aye.
You me for kwanya resuncha abuafo a omubua e ma efi na kwanya every dimadi efi ya me frenya me se onto sika eyi omodima so na yi na kwanya enfre na me chani ya ojama odi kan efre na omomudi machi omomudi mani na no me chamo Mr. Anasa Honorable Frank Norris so me chiano international Ireland Fumes re papa ko Ghana free. There's a film yesterday, papa. On my phone, the other, where TV so if I the catcher as a young boy, I will buy. Now, you know, I can tell and also on my phone, I pass over in I saw probably, remember when I make a decision, and this is so much. I did be politics. I did
Daddy boat.
International, I yellow. International, I yellow. And then we be I said to Oman Gobi. And this is for Oman Gobi.
A big Gobi.
And so, Yawana, and look at Mati. Task force, the government of Nagua, COVID-19, and this is for. I understand this is Mikata, all NBC,
Daddy boat, Mammy Miss our same way. I told her more politics, no more man in your fake. And he said, Yan fan say NDC in a tear buying show. and NDC penny be the we no year we protocol COVID year by and no year we na NDC president na otesunu ko bi ne mpanimfo pa na koy and MPP 4 kakra so ko bie and na issue we aba etika betwa ho akoblemu MP wa won crop for MPP and ka beblemu aban oteso a on na so hemra me edi so
I know that your friend no me mo ko aye na fi o ma mo ba because say aye ni fi no which is true be say ni part of government anya dey say be ye da nti no problem no o ma ti mo mi fa eni mi say ade no ho na o ko wa mo na wo ba yi na de ko ba ba ya no no anya dey mo say ndi ti so masa o mo be o me ka o ga o ba so
you have a long
to ọgbọ́n bá ṣe dáná ẹni tí gbọ́dọ̀ tó ń pa àṣọ ṣé ọmọ tó ń pẹ̀lú fún ọ̀ṣọ́ ọmọ àmúwa ìgbàsá báyìí náà ní ilé òfin yẹn kúrò wọ́n náà ṣe ilẹ̀ opposition
na NDC mpẹ̀lú fún ọbẹ̀ náà NDC ẹ̀yẹ no nyẹ́ MPP fún ọmọ náà mo kọ́ ẹ̀yẹ no mọ́.
sẹ́wọ́n ṣe náà fẹ́ tí èdè nkẹ̀tì àná ọmọ bọ́ ọmọ òun dì n'ẹ̀kí dé ní kọ́ ẹ̀ ọmọ ní kọ́ ẹ̀.
Okay, Daddy Boat, what time no ya so nti finish my name pick your course.
Mo ba mo se ya dia ho. No mo ba no. Na ko ba de ko ba ya. Mata wa na wo. Si gro ko mo e ka se mo ko mo tra chi mo ko ma ko mi ti ya mi no so pa chi. Mo tra chi ka se ti. Freddie be abo ma se pe. Wa o da. Olo ba wo be Freddie. Wa da ba wa chi ba ki ka ka chi mo se. Ni ya ni Muslim ko la ti ala ko mi tinki ya entity e mo ala entity e mo wa ka da on tre move
yeah that's it Daddy Boat before I yeah kaza before I no COVID no then sorry for your program ye kwachi omo hwan na e ma ye kwachi omo na hwan na kwachi omo
mete se ene na se ya se esuru ko ko kra na zo na mo kra se ono sa ta ma jire mu gidigidi no wan tie ene ya che no ene ye hu to na ya do na ko fon kakaka ni ye na ba ke ye ya wo boy ho ba nti se ya che ono ani ti na enye
yeah that's it thank you time as thank you
ye dale ma ne ko nti mi tra mo omo ni case dia.
Thank you very much. Your time is up. Titi, you have 2 minutes after Titi. Bafo is sorry. Now, Kona Raman, Kona Kojopukunsu Atu Aswamai. Titi, ain't you?
2 minutes will be the same for everyone.
Yeah, I wasn't.
Okay.
Opo,
yes, sir. Naana Akufo-Addo's mindset about the law is the reason why there's these injustices going on in the country. Opo, the reason why I'm saying this is, you know, there is a case going on in the court concerning JB Dakwa's killing. The killers have accused some NPP members, including the Naana Akufo-Addo. Yesterday, I read there is a pastor who said the killing of JB Dakwa is the reason why Naana Akufo-Addo overturned the election and Naana Akufo-Addo became the president. He was not supposed to be the president.
Titi, listen, this is not part. No. Titi.
If I don't finish it, you are cut. If I don't finish my point, you won't understand why I'm saying it.
Titi, listen. This is what we do. We have agenda, topics, headlines for every day's program. 80% you focus on, because everybody can bring their own topics every day and talk, but I want us to limit ourselves to the issues we discuss on my program. This the pastor's thing, I read it yesterday, and the pastor didn't even talk about this election. It was before the first election. Was it JB Dankwa Wunema Omu winning that first election? It wasn't about this second one. I read that story. I know that story.
I didn't mention this second one.
Also overturned. Like your.
Oh, and I said I did not specify the election.
But the way you said it, said overturned, because the first one no there said na anko it should be a mahu court. You know.
Oh no. But you are. I don't know how you are taking.
But I want us to focus on the issues we discussed.
The reason why I'm saying, you see, I began my topic by saying injustice. All that you have discussed today,
yeah,
where there is a law concerning causes, and then people are confessing without observing that law. Is it not an injustice? People have been arrested, some people are going scot-free. And I'm talking about the same thing you say talking. So injustice is not part of what you guys are. The whole thing, that's what you are discussing. And just you don't let me finish what I'm saying.
But how is JB Dankwa's death injustice? Because a verdict, no, Titi, you can only say an injustice has occurred where there's been a judgment. JB Dankwa, the trial is still ongoing.
I said, you don't let me finish to see whether you will not get what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, this case is going on in court. This person has gone to say this. JB Dankwa to die. It's not an ordinary death where or naturally. People kill
Titi, I wouldn't allow you. Death matters. You see a pastor telling you or making a headline for you to take it. Say the person didn't die a supernatural death or whatever. That is not even acceptable in court. If the pastor feels JB Dankwa didn't die his natural death, just like you said MPP people have been accused, the pastor can go to court and provide the court with evidence. Unless the case.
What the pastor said, if the laws work in the country, they will call this man and investigate him or ask him questions.
Yeah, but that is not injustice. You see, injustice only becomes injustice becomes to say fix the country for the year. I know I can agree with you, sir. They went to court to seek injunction to stop them. So there was a decision made by the court, and then another superior court overruled it. But where a decision has not come, how can you say it's injustice? Because the case is still pending in court. So
if this pastor has not been called, if this pastor, I know he will not be called. All those who have been accused have been mentioned by this killing.
So Titi, you believe all the pastors in Ghana and everything they say? Okay, then pick your other callers. Yes, sir.
You are disrupting me. One thing I would say is your understanding of injustice will not be my understanding of injustice. The same way Manucho's understanding of injustice will not be the same as mine or yours.
Okay.
So if you are saying something you think that is what you are saying is right, it will not be right in the eyes of others.
No, Titi, you always see Sofubiaka. You see, sometimes we don't have to give credence to these things. You know, I see these pastors, prophets, stories a lot these days because we give them credence. And you might be a homo cam for Sobian so it has no credibility. They just want to be famous. Some of them, the pastor.
You don't pay attention. You don't want to pay attention to what the man is saying. You need to link it.
No, why should I link it? At the end of no, what the NHS says so for some now all can I no create. At the end of say so I can just wake up. Titi, Mama, I pick other callers. I can just wake up. I can wake up one day and tell, and then my better say, God has revealed to me that Titi killed JB Dankwa, and then it should be news and court should call you. Come on, we got to be serious. Court matters are court matters. Titi, thank you very much. Let me pick other calls. Bad for Israel, sorry to us, mommy. Bad for Otomenga. Bad for Israel, sorry. Yeah, bad for Mbachoma into.
The American is a very great tool, and to be fair, second question. I send the American to project my charity. I am part of the Sadia Guholo because stop is Sadia Guholo now fight against Sadia and that. Before to talk about that. It is the old channel, you just want to set your own country and ask man, or when you nearly set a person who could without doing always make it so that I after you. Because it's a quite a new and then some of the I don't know where he's coming from. You encourage justice as a man can give you down who was again. So let us stick to what is happening. Now, I would say, I'm a country, in fact. It is very regrettable. What should be one in the course after the show? The Coco video no said in our kind. And upon seeing the video, I thought, in fact, some people need to be called to order, especially when it comes to this issue of commitment.
Oh, and right now,
Yeah. Right after the show, I decided to watch it because when someone I don't think because when people, if it is wrong, I would say it is right. No.
Yeah.
And as a matter of fact, some people need to be cautioned because also they're cautioned now. It is regrettable saying but I still maintain the fact to say some of the Ghanaians are very hypocrite. Because Naana Daniel Bobo, well, 30% there was there for party. Olympics in the heart match. If you could go back to many other kids, what happened? And if there is not about the COVID-19, we people know my former president, Jerry John Warris, nothing. I would say, the former president, I don't think people forecast the year, you know what's done. Money is big, and I think it took about 3 days or so. Many people could can wish I would say be a president alone. You see, if you paint the picture that's like a MPP, I remember here former president Gary Warren say, yeah. I don't get it. So these are also part of the hypocrisy and American ones and what do you try because and not the other boy. I don't know and you condemn let us condemn wholeheartedly. Left, right, and we say yes, we are fighting forward as a nation. But what I say, and I still maintain the fact to say some people need to be called to order. Some people need to be punished, especially those who organize the funeral. They could have put a lot of things into consideration and the protocols let me those people need to be called to order as a matter of fact. But I don't know that means say MPP there near your mom your any other person there the background.
Yeah.
So I got all the Nigerian and I once again want to say Opoku, this time around so people are not going to one certain questions to them. But
yeah. Now, so when I straighten him up, me issues na because a current affairs program we pick issues. I mean, there are some issues you can connect, but they are not all try to connect, non connect because JB Dankwadiano, the case is in court.
I guess it's
and I suffer for baby. I beg you
we didn't discuss what is true, but well, something to do with funeral because you can say John funeral. So it has something to connect into it, Malenki. But confirm with Baby Danko winning that is connecting a can why?
Yeah, that's CP, but for Israel, sorry. Mamma, Raman to us, we are not going to go.
Probably sure I'm Bana, America, Bana, Anopa, Mamincha, Michia, Minyanoma. No program. Opo once media that mumu say I am money to once maybe the come say na mumu say ya na no kure omuhu no kure na omuka nkagana kabana kya kuya ni ba obenya media dia loko fio ka kira dia obenya di ikino omuhu no kure na omuka no kure ba opo Nyankopon shira fa say endo akotena hu video no endo o ka say sade omuhu enye opo some say you need be more and more software more votarigin after now the thing there omuda to demo opo na mi ya ye Ramadan contract getting this no say ya ko ba bi ko ye ayi ko sala omuti dabi ku say ko mox e na bi fa me ku da kan wo na say me picket bi before me wura no bia no class after na ye wura mox wo so Easter convention ana kesen ka Christo for na komo play more of mine anyan amarsa but pina wa chamra and they wouldn't go for kita mo for two no what no bumrano so no pam pem who tomu fifi who was dead or dead actually who pian so no smart perform ko bia who pian so no smart if you say una why teaching brano what bumrano they say yan fa content of prayer from a plain allowed castle. Also, tomorrow. Be money.
Sana Ghana Medical Association for Candia.
Yes, I almost come and correct. They say, only Rano and Michelle Rano, about Bundano. So, after your opinion, I will be follow Daniel, and I did a similar to Kata. Yes, as the Uka Coordinatum. Then the Coordinatum are Ukano, and it what your mom could go to and Koya. Sorry, you told him go to Koya a year. No Katankataman, which in the pandemic of the uche mu fifi uche mesma wan ko fo ni na mu ko na che mesma nti mo pe na dan kwa Akufo-Addo kamene na nkade den ya kametu mu wafi ayi mo pe ni pie ni so se wa fu Ghana mbra nti se me Ghana fo to so me glawu no mo kasa sana e so tutum no bana ba Ghana fo ni na to Ghana fo ma ya dia enye me sre ko to dogu fo nse dan se yem me Ghana ni bo dia kwana ya wo no kura me pana to se mo pu mbra no so Uber car, Ghana friend, but the same, or Blay, yes, the same, so also them that essence of Opoku, I Olympics in Arsenal. I want some mamma from Costa. Yeah, I'm going to pay for yeah, F2 and Nomadi of Bura, Tegamo, and they see what. The boy, you know, if you not get the cat a moment, you don't make question that could say them. And so what you call to what a fat to open up upon count.
Nyamisha so ya da CP in your Bema Raman. Kojoboku fa we obey last caller we are for Kobe because time now so these days we have to follow our time and close around 1:30 1:40. Kojo mind you.
The black the making about your no matter last caller. The moment we making now na go for enco the problem na o nyame da dum ya na de tia o making about temple be almost need come kasa bo enso mo te Mamma and Jackson go Unity Radio at my 4 at 4 and see our college. Oma won monitor Unity Radio, Nana go on car or be down or on so be again. Now be a Madianzo and Coffin. Obonina or Gaza Diciano, the Sana, the video one Shania, or Congo, Nana without Akufo-Addo, no for no smart. Or Mama would be making a no for no smart. So I can't some of these no smart, they are fine, but now without Quadia. No, I didn't make one more. And 9 months, I work out to the Amman, the making a cabe and one treasure. Now, I don't go to the MPP chairman or Opoku, and go on Ghana, don't go to and look at 25 plus, and I'm quite young. Now, I get to the ocean problem for your and to find out what I'm coming up. Now, I can't say, who to make up?
Yeah.
Now I can say, yeah, MPP chairman, some of our countries will be busy with them. I am blame Sergeant Bush for them, and another Akufo-Addo. Or for your best channel, where you'll be able to see a department. Our Casa and Zakan and Yaya, somewhere let's over a simple to have a Casa way. And to have a doctor that Sergeant Bush for Akufo-Addo, don't know, and a Sakao no one. It's now no MPP chairman or news. And now the damn Akufo-Addo the Sakao no for minimum, and don't have bottom to my barbershop. Our now, then any or better emblem, Sergeant Bush for your best son. And you talk one and said Ghana, or about saying, or many of Panana after that Akufo-Addo, or Mumma, Mumma Pagana, so then to answer the Omuna can't get a Yariano. It will be at me and you'll be at me and where the name more Tisadia. That's another that Akufo-Addo, Mrana was an old 1,000 about that, I make it a Ghana, and for you, Emma. Namini Abakono Kase, you oppose you, many people wait a year as no more 25. I know the NDC for one car. No more. If upon another that Akufo-Addo, Mona, or more what money for a pro, I don't know yet Papano, why not into you best said another that Akufo-Addo. And NPP paying for Bukata and the Ghana for United. Omuna one thing. No more Ghana talk again on me any or my any. Not Ghana for your move one tom. I am complaining more for many American.
Yani nyame be ya adwuma Kojoboku ya da wase any afrem for dodo na mutumi fresh mo adwin na Unity Radio 103.9 busua. Just like I said, we'll be trying to follow to work with our time. It's here na mo so my friend Tentem na obi etumi afra. I think a lot of people have been able to express their opinion on the show today. My yemfa we ntu manim na yenkai mo bio se nyame ya adoma July ne de toso aduonu mienu ekopema aduonu num 25th to 22nd to 25th July na Reverend Sam Crunchy Ankra Apostle General Oba Worcester Massachusetts to be precise Royal House Chapel iti moma nyina yesha no so anwumere session is 6:30 to till time spirit no be take us through ti moma yesha no so da bia meka You're also but Reverend Sam Kranchankra is one of the finest in terms of men of God. Amuye Jumano Kwaremu diligently. Eti Empebre na insha Reverend Sam Kranchankra. Na Sofu James say yankanchira mu say wo questions bia fa Reverend Sam Kranchankra visit no ho obetumi afre no obeje so James Sapon 978 398 8963 bia you musician or whatever uto nyomu sorry opese you part of the programmer ubetumi afre no 978 398 8963 978 398 8963 and 978 421 6909 421 6909 and 978 na ye code no ti yensha no so we event out to the Open Heavens Convention 2021 Reverend General Nemu Eba Ebi Abusuan yede asada kese ma Rich Way Auto School na daruma and also ya cinema yitumi edi motivational message Bremo Orada and so my the weather report no bro not chikrom big Oluni Asama trading at the sports Ebremo Danko African Market KM Raf Roofing Rashida Financial Services Raf Agyeman Driving School ni Vernon Women's Health Services Dr. Kwame Amponsa eda no almost adaruma ena omo ema yede political discussions no enso Ebremo eba phone in segment na Nabiam Barbering Salon ena Anochi Trading and Cold Store adaruma ena my de bremo oti Manucho Magandi Maganda Gaucho Margarita Lamalina Mempeme Wasem Worcester Massachusetts working encyclopedia edimbe na mame ya adema no enra Manovia enso abeka ho Nabiam Mira Modi Manovia it is a udini de won konem se bag no be luggage be 10 antisanity abusua yede musia na yapon as they say yesrem say ye ba ye time no phone calls na special ya na extend no internet say ye cut time no to give everybody 2 minutes so we can pick as many calls near upon 1:30 nyame hira mu nyina nyame yadoma ye sign mu be hia ochina anopa until then dey cosweti e bono mienu a ye de mu be ko peace 1043 na ye de kasebo no e de abramo Opo national still remains meeting yakramo mene manucho na de bramo
Sampayetia Obanyansa foso wo munye won kana